Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, on behalf of your Denver-based podcast crew, we appreciate you joining us for the Friendly Vibes.
Coming to you live from TSS Universidad for another hot ep with 2 return guests of the show. My dudes, I am so excited to chop it up again and be hanging out all together. To my left, Grayson Schrom. To his left, Patrick Trujillo. We're causing microphone mayhem off the top.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
It's okay, we're going raw this time.
Going raw. Hey, Mom.
We don't need the domes, the caps. We don't need people holding us in, holding us back. Not today.
Not today. Don't hold me up, baby. Hold me down.
We've been chopping up about recent spot happenings, shows we've been on, and chaos that's unfolded. I got to do Chet's first draft show recently. That was a lot of fun.
What did you think?
It was funny because the night before I got to get off and do that open mic at Joe Willie's on Wednesday night. Garrett's mic, and he's like, yeah, that room's tough. It's a tough room. And I got there, and it's like super high ceilings, big open vibe. It's like, okay, I get it.
Were y'all downstairs?
Yeah. Is there? Okay. Is there an upstairs as well?
Well, they used to do it upstairs.
So
it was a little more intimate. Yeah, but it was still tough room. It's a tough room, but it's still fun. I mean,
yeah, it was a good time. What?
When it was up, it was kind of fun because you could, like, at times, if you weren't doing well, you could kind of just yell at people down there, you know, and that's always like a good,
right,
you know,
because they're not part of the show, but you could be like, why are they, you know, laughing at something that's not the show?
Yeah, like, I mean, if a show's going unhinged, just, you know,
all right, I think we got one productive goal today, gentlemen. Let's identify like maybe 3 to 5 places where we could. We need it. We're pursuing, us 3 want to host an open mic together.
Yeah,
we just need a location.
Dude, I feel like Garrett brought up Skylark. I feel like that's a good option since they've done it before too. So like precedent's already set. I think that'd be a good call.
That would be a good one. That's the Bobcat Lounge or whatever. Yeah, that would be a good room. I mean, it's just you got to get people up there.
Well,
so that's the thing.
I would think it might be best if we do it like during a weekday, just to do it downstairs, because they have that stage right there where they do like all the vinyl DJing and shit. So.
Right. That's where they started it.
Yeah, when Danny ran it, right?
Yeah. And then I think they were like, dude, you got to go up.
Oh, really?
Because I think a lot of the comics, and I mean, an open mic just brings this. I think a lot of the comics were like
crass.
Yeah, like I mean, just, like, people would play pool and they'd be like, "You motherfucker!"
Dude.
Yeah. So
you're saying this space wasn't? See, that's what I'm. This place that closed down that Garrett's talking about, this pizza shop, it seemed like a little kill box, which would have been perfect for us because, like, you squeeze 40 people in there, half of them comics or, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Cap the list or, I don't know.
Dude, yeah.
Just trying to get some experience of hosting and trying to, like, you know, pull stuff together because I know that everything else I've done through any creative journey, it's just failure by doing and then it's learning and improving by that failure.
Yeah, totally. Just the trial by fire kind of technique on there. Just throw yourself in the deep end.
And I think a lot of the like owners, they either have to be like super excited about the mic, like the Joe Willie's owner. He's like obviously very, very pumped.
Yeah,
about like
having
the
a blast.
Yeah, he loves it. Or you get an owner that just doesn't care even a bit. They're like, yeah, whatever, just do your little thing and we'll be fine.
Yeah, have your little show.
Because there's some really, really hidden mics. There's one. That's it's an open mic every night on Tuesday, and they'll let you do 15 minutes. I'm not even like.
So you're just getting reps.
Because I was walking my dog. It's on Tennyson. I forget the fucking name. It's like Tennyson.
That's a great name for a place. I forget the fucking name.
That would actually, that would be great.
That's like, oh man.
Well, and you call it IF or I forget IFTT. FN ITTFN. I forget the fucking name.
Yeah,
I forget the fucking name.
IFTTFN. It's too many letters.
That's a lot of letters.
That's a lot of letters.
That's a lot of letters.
Send half of them back. Too many letters. Keep just the vowels.
But, dude, the vowels all are the white people of letters.
We can sell them back to the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, vowels are the white people of letters.
That's great. That's great.
I was thinking economic. I'm like, We retain the vows. We can sell them to Wheel of Fortune.
yeah, exactly.
They're always buying.
They're worth the most money. I just appreciate in value. But no, these places you do 15 though, and you just were walking by and found it.
It was 3. So I was walking my dog, and I saw it said open mic. And I went in, and I was like, "Is it all acts?" And they're like, "Yeah." They're like, "We've had comics before," and so 4 people signed up, and it was all musicians, and then me.
Nice.
And the guy, I was like, "So what? Like 5?" Because that's just like usual.
Yeah,
and he was
standard.
like, No. Can you do like 15? And I was like, yeah, like sure. So I just busted out the notebook and literally was just doing the classic, like, all right, well, what's next? Like, all right, boners, huh? Those are funny. And it was awesome, honestly. Like the whole crowd was in it. He let me go up second and everything.
That's fun.
And
I was going to
I've never
ask.
seen them post anything. Like
What's the name of the place? Because it's a low-key show. Remember, someone commented recently, is this the least viewed podcast on the internet? My favorite comment, shout out to you, bot or not. We'll be laughing about it forever.
The name soon will be, I don't fucking know, but it's like 38th and Tennyson, and it just like on the right side if you're walking north.
This is some geocatcher.
Yeah,
like that geo dude.
And it's like 2 blocks in, so you'll find it's some little dive bar. But the owner was like, he was like, yeah. And he was like, you can do comedy for sure. And the whole time, he was happy the whole time, because he just did not give a fuck. So that was my long-winded way of saying that's what we need.
What's the room like?
It was good. It's just like a straight like shotgun or whatever. Yeah. So just a back door. They have like pool in the very back, but it's really long. So just the bar's on the left and the stage is on the right, and they have everything that you need. They have like actual people come. They had this like cover.
Damn, they got 401k plans there? And benefits? Dental benefits?
They have loaded guns.
They had a cover
head.
band of what I believe was the Dixie Chicks.
Dude, that is what we need.
Chicks.
Yeah, I was gonna say just the chicks.
The
now.
chicks. It's not just the chicks.
They took the dicks out of them.
Yeah. Dicks and E's. But yeah. That was my long-winded way of saying that's what we should look for.
I mean, I just feel like I to my deficit, have a poor skill set in this area because I don't think I know, because I'm not in nightlife as much as, some other people are.
Yeah. No, I feel like that's honestly the hardest part of like starting something is just finding a place that works.
It'd be really fun. Maybe this is a one-off idea and not like a routine show, but like going up and doing a show for the people that make Earthwarmers in Thornton, and like a Friday, like at the end, like a 5 o'clock, I don't know how we'd like pull that off, but like in their warehouse or something, like with the rigs. Yeah. That would be a fun spot to do a show.
That'd be sweet.
Hell yeah.
I should I'm going to reach out to them and see if we can make that happen. Over the winter time when it's cold and there's nothing. Yeah.
Exactly. That'd be rad.
I've noticed if like when breweries like first open up, or if they're like kind of dying, they'll...
Yes.
Like,
no, those are the two
That's
times.
what Garrett was saying, is you got to catch them on the front end or the back end.
Yeah.
I feel like they're like, yeah, whatever.
Like women, am I right?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Come on. Catch them on the front or the back.
Grab them by the pussy.
I'm more of a...
You think he said that with the hands? Like, grab them. You gotta grab them, John.
I think he did something like this, maybe.
That's why they have handles down there.
I have handles down here, too. Full transparency. They're shrinking, but they're still handles.
They're still handles.
We've gone down from the max-size American triple diesel truck to... a reasonable family car. The handles are smaller, but they're still handles.
They're still there. Dude, no, my friend was just talking about how he's like really focusing in on like his like calories and like portion sizing and stuff so he can like, look good for his wedding that's going to be next year.
Nice.
And I was like, man, I should do that, and then proceeded to drink like 10 beers. like, man, that's a good idea. Just absolutely no follow-up.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to do something you don't care about.
Yeah, that's the one thing I've fallen off with recently. I was doing well, not drinking except for only during the pod. I've been catching a few beers at these mics and shows.
I thought you were about to be like, yeah, and I do a pod like every 3
I've also
days.
been potting a lot.
I love pod.
Some of them I haven't been drinking for, but yeah, I have been potting a lot through the summer.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It's in the winter months. It feels extra hard to like be, I don't know, like healthy. But
Yeah, I mean, in
I feel
Colorado, it's
that.
better than like the Midwest, where it's just gray, dude. I felt so easy to slip into.
Oh,
Just stuff face, sit around, lay around.
dude, yeah. Same with like Pacific Northwest, where it's like just raining
Right.
all winter.
I don't know
Like,
how people get through that.
where are you
dude.
from?
I'm from here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because are you from like Washington?
I'm from Houston.
Houston. That's right. You said that. earlier. I
Yeah,
don't
no,
know.
so it's extra hard to be most obese city, like 2 years in a row or something. It was fucking sweet.
What do you guys rank in at like
Sweet.
percentile? Because I saw a thing that was like 60% of Americans are obese.
Oh yeah, well,
So Houston, I mean,
Well, I think fucking stupid ass Lafayette or something, Louisiana, took it from us. Those little
Yeah, those
bastards.
motherfuckers.
But
damn,
we'll get
dude,
back.
nearly 1/3, 71.8% of adults are overweight or obese.
Run it up.
Damn.
I'm sure that's old data too. Yeah,
Wait,
that's totally
Houston?
old data. This is old data. I can't 5-year-old data. So it can't be.
Oh no! Wow, they're
Can't be
probably
trusted.
still at it. I
Yeah, now-
love them for that. Yeah.
From 71 now that's 91.
This was the
Yeah.
first Trump administration when they collected this data. The data's old.
Yeah, Biden was like, "Nah, let's not put that out.
yeah,
Fuck that.
I'm not gonna count that.
We're not gonna count it again."
Dude, I don't think they're gonna let Matt Gaetz, who's not a lawyer, be the head lawyer of the country. Am I right?
Dude, they
How does
should.
that work? They should.
They should.
For the bit, it's definitely
For
the funniest
for the
arc.
bit. Yeah. Like
Well,
I think this has to be funny, right? Like you got this administration needs to be funny.
agreed.
How does everyone-
I've shifted back to just wanting funny.
Yeah.
Talked about
same.
several last episodes, but like they haven't even come out, but like just cheering for funny because I think that's all you can hope for.
Yeah, that's you know,
Gotta laugh at it.
it's our reality now, so fuck it.
How does everyone feel
About the election.
about the Jake Paul Mike Tyson
Thank
fight?
you. There it is.
Come on.
Yeah,
Come on.
no, that's yeah, I did read online. They were like, God, Jake Paul winning is like Trump winning all over again.
gosh, yeah.
I saw a meme of like Tyson like holding Kamala and like trying to like. Did you see that? Oh, here, let me.
Somebody was like, Jake Paul's gonna call out like Jimmy Carter next, and he was like fucking 100.
Dude, oh my God, I liked last night. Everyone was rooting for Tyson, and we were at this bar. And then,
What, right?
No. We were like, Cleo's
okay.
after Lucas.
I was about to be like, I was there, man.
No, I had Cleo's. And,
Cleo's would be a great place to do it.
dude, I don't know. That's like it's down and dirty in Cleo's. It'd be fun.
That's why they would
interested.
do an open mic. They'd be like,
Yeah.
yeah, sure, fuck it. We have people do karaoke every night.
Dude, and smoke cigarettes inside. I love it.
Can't find it. The internet's too dense.
Too dense.
I need to get better at my data storage personally. Of
But-
like meme storage, dude. It's gone. As soon as I see it, it's gone. If I don't immediately like, I don't know, find a way to put it in the frontal lobe, it's gone forever.
Yeah, no, fucking immediate just filter.
I screenshot
out.
things all week long. I'm like, oh, I'll talk about this on the pod. Oh, I'll talk about, oh, this is funny. Show a friend. Gone.
None of
Never
it.
brought up.
I need to go to like my screenshots like folder and just delete everything.
New kid. I agree.
That's me recording sets. I just never fucking do it. I'm always like, I should do this.
You don't listen back?
I never. Well, all the ones that I do record, I don't. Yeah, I don't really listen to. So
Oh, dude, listen.
fucking yeah, I'm a
Dude,
fucking
yeah,
idiot.
It sucks. I mean, I'll be 100% in your corner of listening to yourself talk sucks. I'm the first person to understand this. I edit the pod. I've been putting hundreds of hours of me hearing dumbass things I've said
dude. No,
yet to go out to the public. I have to push it down the pipeline of it. People seeing this. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
dude, no, it's tough. That's like the nice thing about sets being short too. Is like you can just throw it on when you're in your car and then just be like, all right, I listened. I did my good
God.
deed. Just fucking.
I don't feel like I should do it in my car. I might just fucking start
just aim the
drifting into. I said the N word again.
Damn it.
They're gonna cancel me.
How many have you guys had any like recent successes, recent things like breakthroughs, jokes that have been working, new things, fun things?
Shout out to
If you
Anthony
wanna share, don't wanna share.
Crawford. just won the I Guess So podcast thing. More comics go out to it. You can get money.
Anthony Crawford is hosting a show in a barbershop. It's a show in a barbershop where they give you cash if you do decent, it sounds like.
I've seen you all around a potential $20. I've seen you animals. I know how you act. Like, yeah, there's money on the line. So, yeah, definitely go out there and do it. That was fun to win that. Shout out to Anthony.
What'd you get with your money? Spend it all in one place?
The first thing they
Bidenomics.
cook, some very fine Latino people cook.
Hey, why did you touch me? Hang on. You're only touching half.
And my Elizabeth Warren of Latinos over here, Sean. They're cooking hamburguesas outside, and Mexican ones where they put the hot dog on. With the avocado and stuff on the whole on the burger, fucking amazing. So
get it while you can.
Get it while you can. Dude,
you know how much it is? Guess how much? I want you to guess.
Fucking $10.
$3.75.
Oh gosh.
Great guess. Great guess.
$5.
Oh, $5. Okay.
But $5 on the
is
dot.
a great
Yeah, like
price.
$5.
That's great, dude. Yeah, for some good ass little Sammy.
Dude, you can get anything for I feel like a meal is $20. It's gone from 10 to 15 to 20 in the blink of an eye.
Dude, and that's...
Is anybody watching?
It's fucking insane. Oh.
I mean, it sounds very Seinfeldian, but is anyone seeing it?
What's the opposite of a shout out?
What was inflation?
What's the opposite of a shout out?
A call out.
A call out. I'm calling out you grocery prices, you fucking bitches, dude. Go down.
Yeah, go
Unlike
down.
my ex.
You need to. All right, we need to reframe this though. I'm gonna hate to shatter another barrier for you, Grayson, but
fuck.
it's not the grocery companies you need to be mad at.
Damn it! Who is it?
It's a chain of systems.
God.
It's a supply chain, and it's probably
chains.
bureaucracy, to tell you the truth. It's probably that Costco has to throw away 800,000 pounds of butter this week because they just forgot. Nothing wrong with the butter, but there's not a label on the side of it that says contains dairy. But it is butter.
That is so goofy.
So now we're going to throw all this away because bureaucracy says, since it doesn't have a label,
but
that's just a red tape decision.
But
is all that
in
is.
all fairness, I do like having food regulation in general.
No, for sure. But I'm just saying,
I'm a fan of not fucking getting sepsis from an avocado or something.
Well, come on, Elon.
I feel like I actually do. In a weird way, I've come back around to no, more people should die from the things that we eat because people are too soft and comfortable. We're way too removed from the fact that we used to be just pick up rock, smash head.
My God, I love it.
Right? And so I think if 1 in 100,000 people die a year of an avocado, it probably helps that some right wingers don't eat the fucking avocados that liberals deserve because they do the hard work on the streets.
Yeah, how am I going to make my toast?
Yeah.
We're on a...
I've lived amongst both groups. One deserves avocados. One doesn't need them to be happy.
One of them needs the avocados.
No, dude, see, I don't know. I'm just... Already in the developed world, we already have some of the loosest restrictions anyway.
But I don't think that that's the case.
They shouldn't be throwing away the butter, dude.
I think what they do is they over-regulate in ways that make it so that you have to have X amount of money to get into an industry, which illustrates to the consumer base reliability, whether that's should be assumed or not.
Yeah.
So because they're able to buy the government contract, go through all the regulation tape to make the butter.
Yeah.
We think that the butter is reliable because it's gone through all this but just because that just doesn't mean they're not doing horrible things to their employees, back end things, to a lot of other negative things, right?
Yeah, 100%.
That the regulations really actually should serve to help.
No, I agree.
And so I think for every 4 regulations, I think for every 5 regulations on the books, 4 of them could be restructured or eliminated entirely, and 1 is good or needs to be refocused towards actually meeting the goal.
Interesting.
Because we've just done this process over the last 100 years in this country of over-legislating, over-regulating, and it's just so bloated where we've lost the focus. on the deal of keeping people safe so they don't die of avocados on their poor toast.
Yeah. No, and I can see that. Like, but at this, I guess to the same token, though, it's like, yeah, it's overregulated to an extent. I'll give you that. But like, I think if we could like streamline in any fashion, like where, you know, all of the same standards are in place and it's just not, I guess, like you said, like for every 5,
It doesn't cost $40 billion to make a thing.
well, and then also just like for every 5 regulations, just make it one regulation.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
One just smarter,
Yeah.
more effective
one,
regulation.
yeah, like well intentioned and effective. But I mean, you know, easier
and I say
said
this
than
from the
done.
perspective of understanding that public policy, I think, is one of the hardest things to execute in like truly.
Oh, totally.
To actually make a means, especially in health. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and like, don't get me wrong, I agree. Labor laws are good, and
Good
they
stuff.
should continue.
More
But I mean, we
children.
don't get $5 burgers that are awesome at Mike's if labor laws are fully executed.
To an extent.
Well, maybe not. That's a fallacy. The way I laid that out, that's poor. We might, but
Like a lot
in
of
the
people.
in the way we're getting it now, because most of those cost savings to the consumer happen because of subverting of some regulation along the way. And that's why you get concentration where they're in industries where we have to regulate, like food. There's 5 companies that make almost everything that the consumers eat.
Yeah, but like, yeah,
So I think my thing is like, I think you should be able to grow some lettuce and sell me some lettuce.
sure.
The government doesn't think that should happen.
But at the same time, how many small lettuce farms are feasible nowadays?
Hey,
Not that many. You're right. That's true.
Like,
so maybe this isn't a...
The spirit of it is like, I understand the spirit of it, but it's like,
You're
like,
right. We need
it's-
some Taiwanese kid to make all the stuff.
Well, like, no,
It's
I
cheap.
get there's a high barrier to entry, but like at the same
Agreed.
time, it's like, how many people are trying to do that anyway? Like,
Pussies. No one, right?
fucking-
You're totally right. We live with our generation. We know.
you're not gonna farm no lettuce.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
shut
don't
up.
like your stance on lettuce, honestly.
Why? You think he's a little rough around the edges?
I'm
Come on.
confused. I'm hard. I mean, this is not what I think. Fuck it. You can grow lettuce wherever. You can grow it in a.
But he's saying no one. He's saying that even though I lay out a decent argument of like, why does Kroger need to be the one getting lettuce to people's mouths? That in actual real world execution, nobody's growing and distributing lettuce locally.
Yeah, no, and people
I
that
think
are
there's a
already going to farmers markets and doing stuff that way. And
I think if there's a demand, though. I mean, if there's no one to fill the.
Well, what's happened that's bad from a consumer mindset over the last 30 years, and we've been around for our whole lives. What has the consumer? It's not been about making things cheaper or better. It's been about making everything easier. The process is easier. Least amount of clicks to get it in my cart to check out. That's on my phone. I've got my cart on my phone. Like every push from every facet. So it's, you really don't have there isn't a market where there used to be a market for like, I can, have a 3,000 person town and decide that, I'm going to sell this product that will help people in this town specifically and make a living off it. Those people don't give a fuck about your thing because they can buy a cheaper thing that serves the same purpose from Taiwan that's shipped through Amazon that they get in 2 days.
And it's made by a child.
And that is honestly my biggest selling point.
fun.
As long as child hands have touched it, dude,
I was doing this joke over the summer. I really I went in to get a sandwich at the beginning of summer.
Diamonds.
Italian sandwich. My favorite part of the summertime. Child labor. Oh, see an 8-year-old behind the counter. What can I get you, sir?
Dude.
He whips it up the best Italian I've had in months, if not years.
I bet. I'm not even. I guarantee that, dude. Like, that's like the mark of a good Chinese restaurant is if there's like a child behind the register.
Oh, taking orders and shit? Yeah.
That's how you know you're about to fucking eat good.
When I was in college, I used to work in Houston over the summers at this place, and I worked side by side next to a 7th grader.
Nice.
Her name was Awoon. I'm not even
Hell
kidding.
yeah.
She would like take orders. We would like, she took tips, which always pissed me off a little bit because I was like, you're in fucking 7th grade.
You don't need this fucking.
Yeah, I was like, you don't need this. This is bad.
Stupid ass.
Everyone's
This
super
weed.
egalitarian until a 7th grader's taking their tip money. Right? Everyone's like, we deserve being fair wages. What's this bitch doing taking my $5? I totally feel you.
Well, did you hear? Like, it was like 2 years ago during the Biden administration, so he did do something good.
Lots
In
of good things.
Iowa,
don't say
they
that
moved the child labor laws down to like 14.
That's a great thing.
That's fantastic.
I'm telling you, the children yearn. We've said it so many times in the show, and I'll say it again. The children, they yearn for the mines. They yearn for the mines. Look how they craft in their little tablet devices. They yearn for the mines. All they want is to be under a roof and be looking for ore.
That would just be funny to be like, so how's 8th grade, buddy?
You think they want to sit in a schoolroom under fluorescent lights for 8 hours a day and have to fucking read about things that are taught to them through rich people that wrote our textbooks back in the early 1900s that haven't been changed since then?
No, they want to spend 8 hours a day under fluorescent lights in my factory.
No, bro, heat lamps, natural lighting in the mines.
I don't love how you pointed at me when you said rich people. All right, this is a Wimbledon hat, but this is a hand-me-down, all right?
No. I pointed because I was reverting back to something we talked about with the education books and how the Rockefellers were
my God,
hey, you guys write, these companies write these books this way, talk about these things, and then they're like, hey, government, restructure the schools. Here's a bag to make it happen. Yeah. By the way, these are the textbooks you're going to use.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that's like even like what's it called? Insane. Like fucking Common Core? Like
pedagogy. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, no, I think it's so...
Pedagogy.
Pedagogy.
Yeah, it's systems of teaching and ways of how you distribute knowledge through a student-teacher relationship.
Oh, dude.
It's methods by which to push forward the knowledge facilitation process, I believe, or something like that.
Dude, I started college thinking I was going to be an English teacher. So like
you could still
the number of times I guess I could, dude. I don't remember.
You'd be a great dude. You would reach these kids. Reach these kids.
How do I reach these kids?
Oh my God, you could do that, dude. Yeah.
I could be fucking what's his last name's Almos.
Dude, you can make $42,000 a year.
Thank God.
That's fucking
no. And still do comedy.
I don't remember who I was talking to, but
so $45,000 a year.
I was talking to some teachers recently, and they were like, "It's honestly kind of good money." Like, especially if you're teaching in like
if you get in a good if you're down bad, so to say.
Well, but like I mean, like Garrett's doing like an alternative licensure thing right now too, where he like doesn't have his teaching license, but he's teaching and doing like another thing on the side to get that licensure. So like they're going out of their way to like get people to be teachers right now.
Well, yeah, they should make it important. Teachers should be paid more.
So is that a fucking joke? They should make it. They should make it important. You giggled at that. I noticed. Are they supposed to? I'm sorry, Grayson. Is that supposed to be something like a fucking joke?
I hate
Patrick and I are trying to advance society with this very important conversation, and for you to take a lowbrow shot at teachers
I
like
celebrate Columbine. All right,
I think teachers are good.
Shout out to Joe List. I like what you guys like. All right, that's what I want.
Joe's the best.
But
teachers faking gay.
They should in like Japan or something. Although they don't have any children to teach anymore. But
hey, good one. Demographic jokes. We love those here on the pod. That's 500 points.
That wasn't even a joke. It's a real crisis. But they like their teachers are really, really highly paid. It's a very sought after position and stuff. And in Korea, they do the same thing. And I mean, that's why the fucking kids are so goddamn smart. Sorry to give a stereotype to Asians.
No, but you're right.
I apologize.
Hey, I'll pass it along. I'll apologize.
Hey, we let them distribute that knowledge to the community.
That's fantastic.
But, hey guys, just playing messenger here, but
I just go to
Grayson wanted you to know.
I go to Lucas TA. Like Grayson wanted me to tell you. I'm sorry. I don't know.
So shout out to teachers, or I guess with you guys, shoot out to teachers.
Hey, Colorado.
Save that one for the last.
We do have a fucking like inordinate amount of fucking school shootings. It's crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a bunch. Like, I mean, Columbine started it, but like, fucking what? There's a few years ago where that dude was just walking around Boulder with a fucking gun. They had to straight shoot his ass down.
Yeah, I like many Americans am desensitized to it at this point. But yeah, it's a horrible fucking thing.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I just think it's
How many happened this year?
How many happened this year total?
Somebody there's a Twitter that tracks it. It's insane.
I believe it. That's a good question. I'm gonna look this up.
You see how quiet I'm being?
I know.
I'm not trying to get myself into trouble here with real statistics or data.
Look, I'm from Texas.
I'm not going to inject real data into this conversation.
Oh, okay.
There's a problem, and I think as someone that likes to observe things and social science-y economics background, I look at this and I go, it's pretty clear to me there's like 3 factors here that we could mitigate and cut down on at least a few of these, hopefully. It seems like we're maybe over-medicating our kids. I mean, I'm no I've been through it since I was 9. I'm no professional, but I've been the over-medicated kid.
Yeah, you're a professional at being over-medicated.
I've been in the offices and seen the ads on the walls, and they give me those drugs, and I know how the system works, that they make money from those companies to give kids those drugs.
Yeah.
And I think that's a little bit troublesome, at the very least.
No, yeah. I agree. I see totally where you're coming from. Like, I've talked to so many people who are like, yeah, I took, like, especially ADHD medication, like, as a kid, and then they're like, it fucked me up. Like, during that, like, developmental time, you're, like, doing meth. And it's, like, just because, like, a kid's unruly or something, or, like, you know, just being a kid, you have a lot of energy, you're bored, you don't want to be, like, you know, totally
in the Common Core education system.
Yeah, totally placid, like you said, 8 hours a day under fluorescence, like no, like I think it's insane how much we fucking medicate kids. And, like, there's fucking interesting, I'll find the exact, like, stats, but, like, the demographic splits on who is getting medicated. It's, like, predominantly boys, predominantly, like, Latino boys. Like, it's, like, if you're, like, a Latino child, like, a Latino male, you're, like, twice as likely to be on, like, some ADHD medicine. And it's fucking insane that, like, they can just, like, do that. Like, I'll take Adderall, but that's because I'm a grown man and I want to do some Adderall.
I was about to say, shout out to Vyvanse. Since the 7th grade, I've been taking like ADHD medicine, and some of it helped.
Dude, I had to switch that Vyvanse. That's what they put me on in college. I probably had it my whole life, and they didn't get me with the ADHD medicine because I was like, that's meth. Even at a young age, like, but I should have said the same thing for the SSRIs. The way they branded it to our generation when I was 9, they're like, these are like what will save your child from not hurting himself. Yeah, you know, like this is the only last. And
did you go through them?
Yeah, dude, they tried so many different ones on me when I was growing up and stuff.
Concerta, Focalin, Adderall, and then amphetamine salts. And then they're like,
amphetamine salts?
Well, when I originally got the ADHD, that was in college. They're like, oh yeah, this has like been around, but it's just like showing itself now. Vyvanse, because I had insurance, but then I've recently with my other insurance, it's so expensive that it's like, so now I'm crazy. On a general whatever.
Yeah, they have a general.
But even then, it's still crazy, dude.
It's pretty. I don't know. I don't take it like an addict, but. I used to take it every day, but my mom was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah,
like,
what do you need to be
way.
Doing?
So,
what are you doing today? Where you need
You're
to
sitting around?
I really need to lock in on Call of Duty to get all my gold guns.
Oh well, I would like watch a fucking fly on the windowsill and like hear it, just like scraping its little things together.
Over there making plans, and you're just like,
and it's like, oh god, man.
But no, and then that is the catch-22 of it too, though, is like where it's like they're over-medicating children, and then there's always going to be people, though, even so, that like slip through the cracks and don't get, like, the kids that need help, I feel like aren't getting it, and then
yeah, but I this is a dangerous stance to take, but I think a lot of these problems that we identify as clear problems, then we're like, there's the extreme X percentile is the one that needs to be addressed. I kind of think, living through and seeing the world around, that those people they won't get it no matter what. You can have the programs, hand it to them, make them do it, mandatory, like complicitly, doesn't work. It doesn't, like the recidivism rate in certain crime groups, in certain things, like through certain life events, like there are certain people that have a horrible run of their go at life here on Earth. And I unfortunately don't know how much we as the other people on Earth can mitigate that.
Sure, but I mean that doesn't mean you
And
shouldn't
I think
try.
but I think we catch up a lot of like general people under the things we try to do to address this. Like, for example, like I think that a lot of kids get caught up with the current zeitgeist issues.
Yeah.
And that, when those issues have medical outcomes tied to them, whether it be prescription drugs or like your body actually being changed through medical outcomes, that's a dangerous thing for children to take on. Having lived through the extreme change of childhood that I had to take on, the challenges, and that being so low on the spectrum of the extreme challenges that people go through in life, man, I don't think that kids have the capacity.
Yeah. No. Well, medication aside, isn't it like horrible what we're doing, giving kids fucking phones?
Thank you.
And my niece. Shout out to Noel. Hey, girl.
Second episode in a row.
And
shouts out every time he comes on.
No, God, not like that, Patrick. I wasn't saying like, hey, no, my God.
Hey, girl.
Oh, God. Hello.
That's his niece, bro. Chill.
I love you. Not
chill.
like that. Not like in
He's
the
a fun
Latino
uncle, not a
and
fun
Asian.
uncle.
Not in the Alabamian sense.
Yeah, Arkansas. Hey,
Deep South, but not that deep.
But she like literally has an iPad, and it's good that she doesn't watch like Coco Melon, because I heard that's like horrifying for kids. But she watches this lady called Miss Rachel.
Dude, everyone watches Miss Rachel.
Okay, you guys
It's
have heard
crazy.
of it. Okay, all right,
It's CNN for children. I'm serious. I mean, it is.
You should write that. That's actually a really good. That's a good take. It's like CNN for like infants. Yeah,
what boomers were to the mainstream media, Miss Rachel's to
I saw
toddlers.
like firsthand. She was crying in a restaurant. They turned that on.
Boom, gone.
Like she just hears the voice. She hears Miss Rachel, and she's like, "What? Like what?" It's like a little crackhead.
See, that's why we need a good theme for Intolerable. There's no theme. There's no like pneumatic device that we haven't deployed any psychological
any
tools. We should read up on.
You're giving it away right now.
No, I mean we can still pull it off. People are watching. Remember, police watch show on the internet. Come on, we got plenty of time in the dark to pull these off. They'll find it later and be like, "Wait, on
the body's right under
They
here."
just have like some like conditioning thing, so like people are Pavloved into being like, "Oh, I hear the fucking intro," and then
Universidad. You should use that word somehow.
Yeah.
That's the.
Well, it might be too obvious. It's
that's
like
the
a safe
sleeper
word
phrase.
for sex.
Yeah, we need like you remember the Simpsons episode where they like have the song about like join the Navy, but it's all like in reverse or whatever, like deep psyop stuff.
Yeah. Dude.
I mean, I'm not nearly educated. I should go to CIA camp.
Dude, I looked into like getting a job as a CIA agent for a while.
I think I'd be a valuable asset.
You?
I did.
Oh my God.
Just because I was curious, like, what do you can just fucking find that shit online. You can just apply to do that.
With those pentagrams in your ear?
Yeah, exactly.
He'll change.
What's going on?
Hey.
Actually, he's gonna get. He won't even have to do the entry interview. He'll go right to the second round.
That's how they know I'm above. That's how they know I'm with it.
On your application, you just send a clip.
I'll let you wear my Freemason necklace that day.
Yeah, dude, hell yeah. But no, dude, I was looking at it. They don't make that much money. And you also like they'll drug test you. Like
that's why they're called Fed shills, dude. They don't do shit until they get to top level. They're shills. They're cog-based fuckboys.
Those fucking fat.
They're people that throw away their entire lives thinking they're representing a good system. No, I'm serious. This is why some of these people have trouble, because they do their whole lives towards a system they think is for good, and then a book gets published about the 30 years of administration they worked under and how it was all evil and corrupt. And they're like, well, what the fuck are we doing?
I mean, like same with people that like join the military.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love the feds. For any of them listening, you guys rock, man.
You know who I love? The tax man.
Yeah.
Come to my house any old day.
I would never commit it.
I pay taxes.
Fraud.
It's super easy to
fraud.
It's easy to pay taxes. Just pay them.
It's hard not to if you have a job.
Yeah, if you're W-2 income, it's easy.
Yeah, they do it for you.
It's true. They make you.
Yeah, dude. I have a like for my
they make
side.
you guess, which is fucked up.
Well, they just take too much. And then they go, okay, here you go.
Well, thank God for, what's the one? You do your taxes on them. I know.
Oh, TurboTax?
Yes. Yeah.
I do 100%. I would 100%.
Well, I do it too. I do it too. It takes one to know one. I knew exactly.
Guys, I don't want to come out of the closet here, but I also do my taxes on TurboTax.
This year, you seem like an H&R block.
No, I used to be. I elevated. I went back to the liberal side of the force.
I do the Jackson Hewitt kiosk at Walmart.
You know what? Fun fact.
Me and the black ladies.
Biggest franchise in America. You know what it is?
I do. I'm not going to spoil it. You can guess.
What is it?
Biggest franchise.
I'm big into
in
business.
America?
The biggest franchise.
No, like by location, by number of locations.
Yeah,
you
by
should
number of locations.
see. I
wanna
know
say
which
Subway.
mean he's going for.
That's a really close guess.
Okay, hell
That's
yeah.
a very close guess.
Is it KFC?
It's no. It's
Oh, fuck.
Liberty Tax. It's the guys with the little things in their head. that
with the
wave
dude.
the thing. Yeah,
That's the
They're in
most
every
damn
mall
Asian.
yeah.
kiosk.
They have more. Yeah,
That's crazy.
That's insane.
But you were
There's no
correct
way.
for food.
Dude, yeah, I know there's a shit ton of stuff.
Subway's correct for food.
They employ like the top 10 most mascots.
Oh, really?
Because the guys that
They
sit
just have so
outside
many.
and wave at you in traffic.
I like
with their
how the
little
IRS
outfit.
is like, God, so many people are doing this. We have to come up with like a classification for this line of work. You know, that's a fun thing. Like, those jobs suck most of the time, and I can make a bet out of this, but like, those jobs suck almost all the time, government jobs like that. And then enough people pushing against the grain that you're like, guys, we have to have a box for clowns.
Yeah.
Like 0.00% of Alabama is a clown. Like they're like doing clown for work. Like we want to collect this clown revenue, don't we, guys?
We
Like,
gotta get that clown.
what are we the clowns? We're not gonna put a box.
The clown money.
The clown shows up into like the Liberty Tax thing and is like, I have my dollars right here. They're all tied together and pulls them out of their mouth.
It starts being a magician at some point. That fun fact.
A clown
Now you know.
magician. He should just be the president. Come on, folks. Come on.
Clown magician.
Yeah, thank God we didn't get that cackling bitch. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
I think that's a
I think she's great.
honestly
Fantastic shoulders.
really if they would have come out and branded her as cackling bitch, they probably would have had a better chance to win.
Dude,
I'm
If they would've
I'm
leaned
totally
into, like,
kidding.
listen,
By the way,
This
everyone.
dude's not
I'm totally
Hitler,
joking.
but like clear, like this is a cackling bitch.
No,
put her in office.
dude, like
Let's get this cackling bitch in
I
office,
wouldn't
folks.
mind.
like her being like
I'm with everybody.
The branding was terrible. The
I
campaign was
stand with her.
horrible.
No, the
horrible campaign.
branding was terrible. Like, why are you gonna go out with the Cheneys and then expect like?
I did when you guys were on. Did I have this graph yet of the 4 quadrants of the bases of voters since the late 80s till now? Oh my God. I've been showing this on every episode. I'm going to keep putting it on the screen for folks because this is a very important piece of data for people to understand why this election happened the way it did and what really is going on in America. Okay.
Were you saying Dick Cheney?
Yes. Dick Cheney.
She
So
my
campaigning
war
with
daddy?
Liz
Yes.
Cheney.
So this in that the upper right hand quadrant is
Yeah.
high income, high education. The lower left is low income, low education. Look at where the grouping is between Barack Obama in 2012 and Trump this year. This is not the media. This is what gets people out to vote. What is the representative basis of people that show up for an election that drive it over the line, because elections are decided in small counties, in small ways, in little areas. So
Bob Dole.
the fact that the voters of the Harris campaign compared to the Romney campaign in 2012 are better educated but make just a little less money, whereas the Trump voters of this campaign are less educated and make a little more money than the Barack voters of 2012.
Well,
And they're in the same quadrant. Isn't it fascinating to see the shift in the party dynamics of the voter basis?
Oh, yeah, 100%. And I think like what's really intriguing about it too is that like a lot of it's because like once you like give power to especially like even like low income, low education, like that kind of like you can get them to like show up and vote because there is such like a proliferating feeling of like lack of control, right? So every 4 years you have this one time where you actually get to like make a decision that impacts, and it's like
it feels like impacts, right? And that's all that matters, right? Because that's what gets people to vote.
Yeah, it's that feeling. Whereas, like, on this election especially, like, I feel like a prevailing kind of sentiment was she's, like, like I said, she's going out with, like, Liz Cheney and was campaigning with the Cheneys. Like, she went to their family reunion. She fucking, like...
She went full, like, old rhino, come aboard. And
what is insane in my mind
is... The Cheneys?
Those aren't the people who were voting for Biden, are people that would have voted for W, you know? Like, that's not the overlap where, like, you were going...
But it was. And that's the unfortunate thing, is that's all they had.
But like
they had that though, but this is represented.
But it's not all they have, because how do you win 2 popular votes back to back and then lose it on the third? Because that's not who you should have been going for. Like, while like who did vote for Harris is like intriguing and like where they stand demographically, it's also intriguing who didn't vote for her, because they fell upon that party line previously. So, like, why did they choose?
But the people that didn't vote for her, that are representative of that group, voted for Trump, thinking that Trump is now representative of those ideals, of the things that those people think they're like.
Such a good grift too, because he's absolutely not like he is.
We'll see.
He is a billionaire for the billionaires. Like I saw a thing that was like, yo, like, we did it, boys. Like, this time next year, beefy 5-layer burritos are going to be $1.50, you know? It's like, absolutely not. If Taco Bell already knows they can charge you fucking $5 for one instead, they're not going to be like, now I'm gonna...
I was actually... okay, let me give you my take on this and give me your thoughts, because I think you're very smart and objective on this. I think it actually might be possible outside of a traditional economic understanding why these tariffs and this actions of his administration could work to bring down prices. Here's how. He is so erratic and crazy that the fear tactics and the response, he hasn't even assumed office yet. Within one day of the election, Hamas leadership says they want to find a deal with Israel. Russia leadership and China leadership is saying they want to find ways towards peace in Ukraine, peace in the South China Sea. People are terrified of this man.
Yeah.
For better or worse. Okay, so assume that we agree on this first thing. Now let's take this and extend it. Why can't he call up the CEOs of these boards and say, hey, you guys should be just as terrified as these other, so bring down the prices artificially, just like you bring them up artificially.
But why would he? What incentive does he have to do that?
Because he has to deliver on promises, because he got a popular mandate and they won the Congress and the Senate. So if they don't deliver, they'll lose another 24 years of the electorate.
It's not on him to do that. It's upon the House and the Senate to get it done. And then he gets to take credit if they get something done, and he blames them if they don't. He's sitting pretty. Like, why would he want to lower shareholder value and like bottom line when after he's not going to run for another term? He can't. So after, what comes next? He needs to make more money and have those kinds of already like established connections that he already does have, but he needs to maintain that throughout the presidency, because like it doesn't benefit him in any way, and like realistically he just does what benefits him the most, you know?
But doesn't another member of his family continuing to have participation benefit? Like, doesn't someone in an important office connected to him benefit him, even if he can't assume that? So
what benefits him more
for his bottom line, I agree. I agree with you.
What benefits him more is like to have the board of Taco Bell be like, hey, thanks for not making us artificially like, or thanks for not making us lower our prices. So okay, Jared Kushner, you're on the fucking board now. That's worth more than like a theoretical cabinet.
Here's the other option for that Taco Bell CEO. So these industries that are currently fucking over the American people and the government by subverting regulations to get to their bottom line better.
Yeah,
I think we could agree on that.
Sure.
On the whole, like if we're just like zooming out, that's kind of how they do it, right?
Yeah.
Through other means and facets.
Loopholes, all that jazz.
Right.
One second, guys. I have to pee.
Oh my god, we got to take an intermission. It's a hot debate. We're gonna let out the piss. Be right back. You're listening to 91.1. Oh shit, was that another plane? The Cheney administration will be right back. We're here. The radio intro. You're listening. We're back on the radio live. Those planes and towers are gone. The Pentagon was hit by a cruise missile. But we'll report a plane. Just kidding.
So anyway, as I was saying, I think
love Dick Cheney.
if Trump whips out his nasty hog, I'm gonna suck it.
Oh God!
I think that's good for the American people.
It's good for all consumers.
I think
of that hog.
If me and Trump have a filthy, nasty 69 in the middle of the Oval Office, it'll be dirty, it'll be gross, sweaty.
But it's a white office. That's why. Why do you think they painted it white? Why do you think Clinton changed the color of the White House?
Dude, do you think it would have been super...
Wait, what? Oh, no.
I love that I set myself a precedent where I can fuck with him because I've been so reliable on so many weird points that like I could really actually.
Dude, no fucking way, man. I mean, you did play the saxophone with the Ray-Bans that one time.
Yeah, no, I think if Clinton's there, that was more like the Black House.
Shout out to Monica Lewinsky.
Shout out to Monica Lewinsky. Dude, so I have a joke I've been doing about Monica Lewinsky. Like, I'm like, oh, yeah.
Can we hear it?
Yeah, so, like, it's like, oh, I was raised in a pedophile ring. The only one who didn't let me suck the dick was Bill Clinton. He said I looked too much like Monica before she lost the weight. And, like, it's silly, it's goofy. My biggest, like, issue I think I've gotten with it is, like, not enough people our age know who Monica Lewinsky is. I mean,
yeah.
Like,
uneducated fucks, these kids.
Yeah. Go back to...
Still keep doing funny jokes like that, though.
That's huge.
Dude.
It was a giant scandal.
It was.
I did not have sexual relations
just because people...
with that woman.
I mean,
classic line.
It's my personal opinion, but, like, it's not your job to educate people why something's funny.
Yeah.
And just because they don't laugh doesn't mean that you shouldn't think it's any less of a genius written for funny line.
No, that's fair.
What? Okay, so I'll ask you guys.
I got booed from a fucking closer at a roast joke, and I'll stand by my roast joke because I think it's a well-written joke.
Dude, it was just timing.
Nick was born a test. Yeah, it was a horribly delivered joke.
No, not the delivery. Like,
no, the delivery was bad.
2 days later.
Well, that too.
I want to hear this because I think you guys will have funny ones. What's y'all's favorite political line? And I'll tell you mine. Okay, so it's between...
Political line?
Yeah.
I know.
So mine is between, we will not negotiate with these terrorists. Now watch this drive by the W.
That's we played it on the show before you're even on. It's an early bit of we love this. We showed this. Like, it was an old thing where at my old studio I would show anyone that hadn't seen that, I'd put it on the TV and show them.
Possibly one of the best things to ever.
Did you see Mike?
Yeah. Now
it may be the best thing ever until this week.
So good.
Did you see Mike Tyson get interviewed by a 14-year-old girl?
And
this was maybe the only thing that I've seen since that point that rivaled this.
I don't believe in.
Did you see this?
No.
Okay, 14-year-old girl goes, Mike, thank you for doing this interview. I just want to ask you about what do you want your legacy to be when it's all said and done, when you hang up the gloves finally? Like, what do you want your legacy to be? And he goes, I think legacy is stupid. Legacy is something that, everybody's obsessed with this word legacy. Legacy's silly. What happens after we're dead? We're dead, we're die, we're dust, we're nothing. I think it's so silly that why would I even care about that word legacy? Do you know what happens when we die? We're dead. We're gone forever. Forever. We're dust, we're nothing. And the long pause, and she goes, wow, I hadn't thought about it like that. No one's ever really told me it like that. Thanks for...
I've never grappled with my own
She
mortality.
actually handled it really well.
What a pro for a 14-year-old.
Yeah, she's going to be... I mean, she can handle the stress. Like the R. Kelly interview, just handling it.
Just so good.
I don't know how to hard
But the soundtrack of with dust, with nothing. And then a long pause. Okay, thank you. I hadn't thought of it like that.
It was amazing.
It was
incredible.
I'm going to lose this fight for $10 million.
Watch This Drive. What's number 2? Sorry.
Okay, so my new one that's just recent. So the other one it's like goated. It's kind of in the God tier category. Like it's like kind of like a Jimi Hendrix of political line. Everybody likes it.
Yeah.
My is really recently. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. That is literally
I know my favorite right now.
That's
immediately.
Yeah, I would love to hear y'all's.
Okay,
go ahead.
That's a great question. Can't believe I haven't asked it before on the show. Great question.
Thank you.
I might have to take it from you and ask future guests. That's a great question.
Yeah,
love that question.
You got to do tallies with it.
Yeah, we should do like a Top Gear listing on that wall. Like, and like
W1 should be
W1 will be up there for sure. Goated. Goat tier. We could tier them. S tier, goat tier. Yeah, it'd be fun. And you just put the like picture of the political meme on it. Perfect. I like it. We're really like getting out the idea.
Drive
with his golf club.
And watch this drive. It was 2016. I was at the stage for the viewers. I was a freshman in college. It was an election cycle, and I was a freshman. We're meeting new people. It's a lot of anxiety tied up in this. We're in a large area watching the debate. And Hillary Clinton's talking about how, Donald Trump is an agent of Russia, and these stories had come out, and like we should be lucky that someone like Donald Trump isn't in charge of the White House because he might, be an agent of Russia in the White House.
Yeah.
And it cuts to Donald Trump, and he goes, because you'd be in jail.
Oh my God! Yeah,
and that line, because you'd be in jail. Like, we should be lucky he's not in the White House, because you'd be in jail. Cuts her up. That and the gasp, the air. You've been in rooms where the air sucked out of the room, and all these young liberal people like, oh my God, and it was just like,
It's such a killer line. Like,
I had to leave the event because I was laughing. Right, I died. I pissed myself.
Dude,
I had to.
I'm not gonna lie. I bet she got a little wet on stage. Like, just like you can.
Dude, for her, dude, she didn't sleep with.
Like, I need to kill this guy.
There's stories reported in books of like, they didn't talk or really have anything after the Monica thing for like 8 months, and then she told Bill to his face in a meeting, "You're gonna bomb Yemen," and then Bill bombed Yemen, and then Bill got laid. And that's been reported in books by people that worked in the White House during this administration, blah, blah, blah.
That's crazy that
also allegedly not true. Do your own fact research. This is a satirical based show. Fuck off and be well.
I can't believe all it takes to get pussies bombing Yemen. Count me in.
All satirical until that drive. Okay.
We can watch
that drive was fucking fantastic. Okay, before we get to your line, another great Trump line was when he's talking about the Mexican... He's eating the food bowl.
We have some of the best food here in Trump Town.
He's like,
he's eating Chipotle.
It's like Cinco de Mayo,
and he goes, Cinco de Mayo, great food.
It's just so fucking.
He's not even eating. He's just like turning around the Chipotle bowl. Thank goodness for our great men and women workers from Mexico.
It's a big tortilla bowl. It's like one of those big tortilla bowls.
Oh, you're right.
He's like, we have one of the best tortilla bowls in Trump Town. Right down there. It's like It's just, I mean, he's a living fucking meme.
I love
Shout
how
out
like
to the book.
I love how
we'll plug for the book quick.
That was.
If you are a liberal person or you like comedy, maybe you're sad about this election.
Have you seen this?
Maybe you like physical memes. This book, I wrote this. I just want people to spread joy with it. It's called Things Trump Knows Best by Sean Connolly. Search on Amazon. Maybe by the time this is out, there'll be a website. But
yeah, chapter 3.
We have some URLs. We're just trying to get it working.
Chapter 3 was good.
Chapter 3 is great.
But sorry, I want to hear the line.
Dude, okay, so my favorite line is
in politics.
After they failed to assassinate Reagan, he's at another one and like a balloon pops while he's mid speech, and he just goes like, "Miss me," and then he keeps going. It's fucking killer. Fuck Ronald Reagan, who fucking right in his fucking ass, dude. Like, I'll go desecrate a corpse right now. But
that seems far overblown.
I would blow
I also don't think. One, I hate to be a young fucking nihilist, but like you go into a place thinking something's gonna equal an outcome. Even if you come in that outcome, Patrick, is it really an outcome to that corpse? It's a corpse.
It's an
leave the corpse alone.
I'll leave the corpse alone. But fucking, I can't deny that is just a raw line. Yeah, miss me.
Yeah,
good, dude.
I mean, can we acknowledge that comedy has just injected itself into the social culture? Like, we're at the front end of the golden era. Some people are like, where's the back end? No. This is the front end. Got 30 more, 50 more years of this being like part of the thing, I think.
Interesting. Okay.
I think we're at the very front end of the golden era of comedy.
Oh, okay.
Stand-up's going to be important for a while.
America.
Of stand-up, of free speech and stand-up being important.
Because people say that
the stand-up market of the last 10 years has grown like crazy. Something about live sales, it's something from like a $200 million to like a $2 billion industry.
Oh, yeah.
So...
No, I believe
huge
it.
growth.
Yeah, no.
Did you think it because so everyone says the 80s boom was like the 70s, 80s, like, was a huge boom. And a lot of people say that was the golden era of comedy. And then it died in, I think, the 90s and kind of the 2000s a little bit, and then started coming.
But, like, I also have this view of, like, those little, like, gaps. There's really good alt stuff and, like, really good other stuff that comes out of those, like, changes and waves. And most of those changes and waves are, like, not at the mercy of the artist. They're at the, like, industry.
No,
So I think I agree. If I had to bet on it, though, we're probably at that downside right now, right?
I think we just got
like going into it.
I think we just dipped down into it with the whole cancel culture, like, huge thing, and now everyone's like, okay, fuck it, like, and I could see that, but I see that in a few years. That, I mean, if it hasn't already, but because it accelerates with social media, but it, the whole fucking people, with the rhetoric that are like is obviously attacking, is getting amplified, so I think it will go down again, but it comes in waves, and the good thing about the waves is every time it goes down, it has time to reinvent itself, and it comes back up. Like, Kill Tony in the 80s would be shit, and now it's one of the biggest platforms. I don't give a fuck either way. I like whatever you guys like.
Again, Joe list over here, folks. Thanks for being here, Joe.
Dude, that's one of the greatest.
It's a gray line.
Way to get out of things ever. It's so fucking perfect.
Some guests I was talking about, when you're in a tough situation, to have a line to get out, like you, is your guest.
Oh yeah.
You were telling me that the dad, and you had I was just trying to do my good deed for a day.
Oh god,
what a great to have a line in those moments. Oh, what a lifesaver.
I feel like comedy goes in waves, and it's always good to go up and see where it can go, because it's like the stock market. It's gonna go up. It's gonna go up.
I'm bullish on comedy right now.
but I'm bullish on free speech because, like, I think the meth, even if the industry kind of pulls back from support, I think there's organic ways to reach audiences that there wasn't before, and new ways to find funding to make ideas happen. Mm-hmm. Like, because of the internet and because of the demonstrated already, like, social proofs of, like, tires and Gillies and these things that, like, I think that helps artists get through those down waves a lot better than it would have before.
Well, it's even like comedy movies. Like, you don't really see many good ones, but you can find a ton of good shit on, like, YouTube. Oh, and it's totally. Like, that's where Gillian Keys, like, was on, like, a ton of it was on YouTube, and it's just, like, funny shit that, I don't know. It's just shit like that. It just reinvents itself, and usually it comes out as, like, cool and better, and you just...
See, like, I feel like I could bring back debate, like, with young people, like, in a way. Like, people don't debate, but, like, debate's fun, and I think young people like debate in ways that, like, you see in those weird, I'll put 30 people in a circle, let's throw up a flag. That's dumb. Like, let's have, like, real dumb, but I think young people talk about issues.
I think it's interesting that, like, like, even if it is gimmicky, like...
Yeah.
Those blew up.
No, it's great. Like, I'm not trying to shit on it in that way. Yes, you're right. I'm super glad.
I think it's cool to see, like, kind of like the...
People shouldn't engage in ideas in such, like, ideological ways, which I hate.
Like, young people are reinvesting in themselves in the idea that they need to be engaged. Like,
yes, I like this. I hope this is the push.
Yes,
because my whole start of the show through COVID era was like, people weren't talking to other people face to face. They weren't thinking they're worth shit or moving forward with their, like, creative, like. Outside, the humanistic spirit has been chipped away and chopped down by corporatism and these crony capitalists for the last 35 years, 40 years. So, the hollowing out of the American soul has been happening for a while. Yeah. And so I really hope that this is where we push.
Yeah, like, we
never met a crony that I liked.
I never met a crony I didn't like. I love him. I'm like, come here, little guy.
Jesus, come here.
Like, you're going to do whatever I tell you, huh?
Those aren't cronies, those are children. That's right, Jesus.
I thought crony was a slur for children.
They act like it.
We don't have production here. We're not fact checking today, folks. This is a satire-based show.
I saw some.
No, it's a live fiction.
Oh, okay.
I saw some like guy on Twitter recently. I don't know why.
How'd you see him through Twitter?
You know what?
I'm doing videos now, huh? Come on.
I don't even
That was
know
really
if I
bad.
should
I'm
say
sorry.
that.
That's
That
my
is
swing and a
fucking
miss.
Stupid.
No, what?
No,
It's the dumbest fucking thing.
I'm sorry,
Grayson.
Because it's totally no, it's totally off topic.
No, please.
No, that's
This
fine.
guy on Twitter fucking he wrote how if you want to sell yourself, even on flights, you should dress in a three-piece
great
suit.
segue. What a great segue.
I
Talk
saw
about
that. He's like, you should, you
dress
should
up, wear a suit.
Wear a suit. Whenever I see someone in a suit going to business class, I'm like, hell
What does this guy do for work? I think, what does this guy do for work?
Okay, all right.
No, dude.
I thought I was the only one. I was like, wow, this guy's a fucking
This guy's a fucking dweeb, bro. I want to give him a noogie, bro.
I do not think that at all.
Also, that's not what rich people think, and the evidence is proven through the market data. Rich people are buying leisure wear.
Yeah.
People wear leisure wear all the time.
Yeah.
I work with it. What's up, guys? I work with someone.
Dude,
I work with a gentleman that shouldn't go to work anymore. Let's just say he's my boss and co-owner of the thing I work for.
Yeah.
One of my jobs, and this gentleman wears things that are comfortable to him.
Yeah, because why not?
Because that's what people that don't need to go to work that go to work wear to work.
Yeah.
Okay, but I
Just
want
a heads up for you people that don't get to see these folks in real life. That's what they wear. That's not
totally.
suits on flights to whatever the fuck.
Well, I want to break it down even more for because it was on a flight, and he was in first class or business class, one of the two.
He did a slash. He was like first class / business
Here's
class.
another question: what are you? Because I'm reading the room here. I'm thinking that we don't always sit in first class,
I'll tell you,
maybe
I'll
business class.
push
I don't
to
know.
buy the seat that's got an extra
Maybe-
inch and a half, and I hurt paying for it every time.
Actually, yeah.
That makes sense.
But I also learned. I don't want to give away the secret to the trade, but
Well, I don't want to like Tom Segura it. Like I get if people are like, poor people. But I feel that. Like but that's my thought when I'm getting, if I look at a guy in a suit, I'm just like, oh, he's probably, I think like poor soul. He's probably got a fucking meeting like right off the plane and he's got to go fucking get a cab. And then I'm like, I just need to get to my fucking seat. I'm trying to like find a place to put my bag and shit.
I can't afford the carry-on, so I just have my backpack, and I'm about to sit in the middle seat between two people I don't know. I don't need to be wearing.
What do you
fucking
guys
suit.
think when you see a fucking guy in a suit?
Dude? Well, like the
I
first
think
thing
short fuck.
Come
on, that's a joke, folks. I never
first
think.
thing I think is like, I'm like, how can I judge you? Like, even with that picture of that guy, I was like, fucking, he has his Apple Watch on like the fucking one side and like a Rolex on
Two
the other.
watches.
I was like, why do you fucking don't wear two
Hey, guess what? You don't
watches?
need to optimize your fitness. Look at the weight loss. Speaks for itself. Come on, folks.
I didn't even think of it. He got somebody to take the picture for him.
Yeah,
right?
it's can
Holy
you
shit,
imagine
what a
being the
fucking-
flight attendant?
Oh my god!
The flight attendant, this dude approaches you. Will you please take a picture of me sitting here?
Do you think he has the balls to ask a flight attendant? This guy has such a small nutsack. He asked another passenger boarding, or probably the person sitting next to him.
I don't know. That
Hey,
strikes me
before you get into your seat, will you take a picture of me?
Dude, that
strikes me as the kind of guy who is way too confident.
if I was a
talking to
dictator,
flight
they would be
attendants.
eliminated.
They'd be taken out. I'm
They'd
just
be
saying.
Give me. I want some more. Hang on. Situations. Let's step into an after-hours satire realm. Grayson, you're Thanos. You can be dictator of America. What do you do?
Oh, everyone's dead.
Everyone's dead.
I'm gone. The show's gone.
I would kill everyone.
No, but like,
We're all
if you
worthless.
actually were thinking constructive, like, what are some, funny or not, like?
Oh my god. Well, there's a few things on plane etiquette. If you get up when the thing dings and go even a fucking row ahead of where you are,
Oh, dude.
dead. You are dead to me.
Shut.
You are never. I will never.
The plane marshals,
speak
they
to
execute
you, again.
you right there.
Shout out to Bill Burr for saying this, but
Oh.
I also agree with him. If you take off your shoes I don't mind if you could take off your shoes as long as you don't fucking stink. Sorry.
Dude, I don't think you can take off your shoes.
It's just you're sitting next to me.
Dude, come on now.
I should have gone.
No, I'm saying, you don't need to try to crawl out of it like that. It's clearly not about the sitting next to.
No, yeah. Clearly, Sean stinks the worst in here. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I do.
But if you take your shoes off and go to the bathroom,
what?
And come, I've seen it. Oh,
what?
Recently.
No, you have
recently. Not. Oh, no. I was on a 6-hour nonstop flight on Frontier. Not bragging. On fucking Frontier.
You're right. You're not bragging.
Yeah.
The fuck kind of tag is that?
I'm sorry. I didn't even have to do Spanish.
I was riding the bus, not bragging.
I was like that guy. I was business class. It was pretty fucking sharp.
Hell yeah.
Guy takes off his fucking shoes, makes me get up because I'm in the aisle seat. Makes me get up, and I looked down at him, and I was like, oh, like I looked at him like kind of like.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like kind of
puzzled.
concerned for him. I was like, oh, he must not even realize. He must have like.
He must not even own shoes.
This guy doesn't know he doesn't have shoes on. You look at him like that.
I was like, and he got up, and I swear to God, he walked up to the front and went to the bathroom, came back.
You're like, hold on, this man.
And
this
I wanted
know.
him dead.
Wow. Did he at least have socks on?
Well,
of
because
course.
so my backpack
you're
straps.
right. Sorry, you're right. You're right, Patrick. I'm sorry. That was a very great question.
Barefoot. I'm not even fucking kidding. He was barefoot. He stepped on. It was like the backpack strap that you when you pull to make it tighter.
Yeah.
So not that big of a deal, but he stepped on my backpack strap with his bare feet.
You should have pressed charges. That should be assault. That's assault,
After the bathroom. After he came out, I looked down and he was stepping on it, and I was like, dude, I'm never tightening that backpack again.
You get athlete's shoulder.
So those people would be eliminated. People that don't go through the left turn, when it's an unprotected left, and they don't go. If you pull out into the intersection a little bit, you're legally supposed to turn. Because you're
impeding traffic.
Yeah. So
you've been dick. Move.
Oh my God.
That's what the law says. In the law,
it says you're being a dick.
When people at Chipotle ask, "What do you have?" I've heard that more than
once. What does that mean?
What do you?
I don't know.
Hang on.
Because I'm like, it's right fucking there. No.
What?
Oh no! I've seen this. I'm a rewards member. I love Chipotle. I've been to the original one at DU. It's right around the corner.
No
the
shit.
original one, the first one ever.
Is that the OG one over there?
They had the plaque and everything.
Like Candlelight Tavern and stuff.
Yeah.
No shit.
Well, it's not next to Candlelight.
It's the OG one on Evans. Yeah.
You know where Jelly is?
Yeah.
Right next to Jelly.
Oh, okay. That's the one I go to because it's closest to my house.
They have a little plaque.
Huh.
Yeah, I love Chipotle.
Yeah, I do.
Chipotle?
Chipotle.
I love Chipotle.
I usually call it Chipotle. Because you got to get to the potty after. I'm kidding. Please book me somebody
white
out
stomach.
there. That's why we're starting an open mic so I can do time. I need it. But yeah, I've literally in Chipotle, like, getting an order, and they're like, what do you want? And they go, what do you have? And it's like the fucking menu's right there.
Oh, I see. So the response, see, that's what you need to set us up with.
I thought it was like the person working at Chipotle being like, what do you have? I'm like, what will I have? Like,
no.
So the person goes, "What do you have?"
Yeah, the person will say, "What do you have?" And I'm like, "Wow, the menu is right there."
Those type of people, I agree. Put them down. They shouldn't be part of society.
Yeah,
that's a great. You're right. What a great interaction to pick out of society and say these people are too dumb to live.
Yeah,
totally agree, Grayson.
Thank you.
The second you ask someone at Chipotle what they have, they like castrate you in the back. They're like, you're not allowed to procreate. You're too fucking stupid.
What a great bet.
And this one is a really, really, really,
and they can
tough
sell
one.
the bits.
This one is hard. But when somebody blows up the bathroom in front of you, you go to the bathroom, you come out, and somebody's waiting. And they're
they
like,
bring the other guy back
and they're like, and they're
Just
like,
super-
holy fucking shit, dude! What the?
But like, you
hell
can't
is-
be like, I swear it wasn't me.
Yeah, well, you
Yeah, you
can't
can.
go in there with them and be like, no, this couldn't have been me.
Wait, listen,
They're-
dude, watch me. It's
Yeah.
not me.
Yeah, that's just not.
Wafted. That's
I
not me.
especially hate it
It's
when
like,
I
take a
go to
sniff.
the
That's not what my
girls'
shit smells
bathroom
like.
and they do that. Those bitches. But those guys, it all, because I hate the embarrassment. It's just such a shameful act. For them to be like, fuck, man. Like,
you did this. to
You
me.
did that, and I know it was, the guy did an absolute paint job before me, and I have to come in and take the blame. It's unfair.
Hey, but that's paying it forward, because then when you do that to someone else,
Can I
Okay,
ask, how often do you
somebody-
shit in public? Are you like a frequent
so
public shitter?
I can do it. I know a lot of people that can't. I will go in
No, but
public
like I'm
and-
asking you, think about it. Reflect on the last week. Do you shit more in public or at home?
at home by a mile.
Yeah. At home by many centuries over. But
Really?
But-
like thinking about it, you don't. Okay.
I feel like
Yeah,
I feel like if I
overall.
have to go though, I'm not gonna not.
I
just
thought I
'cause
maybe
I'm in
found
public.
that.
so
His,
I will go shit in airport bathrooms. The only reason why is because I like to hit my vape.
Oh, dude,
that's-
I'm.
So
100%.
I like to go into the
Come on.
stall, and
Come on.
I'm always scared when a little like cloud that's where it's like very visible goes up. I'm like, you know,
Rookie, I don't like
and then I
clouds
also
going. You
hit
let clouds
in
go
the,
up?
in the
Ghost that shit,
plane
huh?
bathroom.
Come on.
I'll hit that shit in the plane bathroom. But
No, you don't.
yeah, no, I don't. TSA, I love you guys. You guys are really
You guys are fantastic. Thank you, TSA. You guys are the real troops.
Proud to
What
be
would-
an American
what would
where
you
we've got
guys-
the TSA.
what would you guys kill somebody over?
Whoa. Oh, my dad has a great solution to people, bad drivers.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, this dude's got weird, dad solutions to things. I've been trying to do. I haven't gotten to do this on stage yet, but I've written it. One of his dad's solutions is that everybody, when they renew their registration at the DMV, should get a government-issued paintball gun that they keep in their car and 3 paintballs. The state-issued paintball colors for that year. And you can empty those paintballs however you like throughout the year.
I feel
But
like
they don't work after that. They have to. But hang on.
I would
So-
be so offended
But
if someone shot my car.
if you
though.
get 3 shots on your car, you have to take a class or lose your license for 6 months.
Oh damn.
Oh my god!
So learn to fucking drive, or
But
or-
also, I would be such a dick about it and just shoot like
So
my
then you-
best driving a homie's thing.
yeah.
and
So
choose all
empty.
3.
You're gonna empty your clip on all 3. That's your choice. That's your right as an
I'm
American.
my boy. I'd be like,
Dude.
yeah, fuck your car and you.
That's
Have
your.
fun.
That's
I
your
would
right as an
drive-
American.
Fun in class, dude.
I would drive straight to North Carolina and shoot my manager's car when I got a flat tire at Smith's Barbecue on.
This is my kind of a thing.
I think it was Fairfax. I think it was 1700 Fairfax.
It's giving
And that motherfucker asked me when I'm coming in, and I had just gotten a flat on the fucking freeway. I would shoot his 3 times. I would use all 3 of them. I'd say, cut that motherfucker's life. Fuck you, dude.
What's his first and last name?
No.
No, that's not. Sean immediately was like, no.
You already dropped the address.
Well, he probably doesn't work there anymore, but that motherfucker.
This guy, he could keep a job.
Dude,
Come on.
His name was George, so fucking
fine.
find him, I
Yeah,
guess.
good luck.
But I got
Good
a
luck.
flat on the freeway, took a picture of it, and he was like, he said, I think he was like, okay, like, hey, but just make sure you get in on time. And I was like, dude, I'm not fucking getting in on time.
This
like,
is me letting you know I'm not.
yeah,
gonna be
this
on
is
time.
fucking classic. Yeah, I would shoot him with a gun. I'm kidding. With a paintball gun.
Dude,
For
I
3
fucking I hate fucking managers.
I
that are
love
like
that idea.
Yeah, it's a good dad
Fantastic.
idea, a good dad solution
Yeah,
to something,
yeah,
right?
dad
Another
solution.
dad solution to soccer. It's American dad, grew up in America.
Yeah.
Not the biggest soccer fan. But, I had friends that were children of great soccer players for the United States, in
Oh,
fact. And I'd go to the games and dad would be like, why are they asking for, his dad's autograph? He's like, well, his dad played in the... Anyway. The
His
World
dad's
Cup.
been in the World Cup.
yeah,
yeah.
anyway. Uneducated white dad. But his solution to soccer being boring is that you slope everything in to alligators in the center. Or keep it the same, add a second ball after 40 minutes and no scores.
Just keep adding balls.
or make like several goals where like, you know, there's another goal the outside size of, you know, the next box out and it's worth a third.
Yeah.
You know?
Add a 3-point to soccer. That'd
Damn.
be cool.
These too much pent up, you know, non-advancement is why Europe is losing globally.
Yeah.
Let me just be honest. Soccer is a great representation of that. I stand by it.
Oh, you know something fun I learned about Europe? You know why the flag of the EU has 12 stars?
I didn't even know that it had 12. I didn't
It's
even
got
know it
12
had stars.
Why officially? No.
Why
Why?
officially? Yeah, that's for one for each member of the cabal who runs Europe.
The major banking families all get a star.
No. It's like literally just because it's like a nice even number. Like it doesn't represent like anything other than like symmetry and balance. Like it's just like.
Is it in a ring?
Just like Europe.
Yeah, it's just like in a circle, so it's just like a circle of stars.
Okay.
Oops.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Not advancing, just like their countries.
Yeah, dude.
Copycat of
Fucking
America.
shithole country.
Classic.
Give us 4
dude.
years, we'll have...
That's why we threw your fucking tea in the harbor, bitch.
Yeah, fucking
dude. We'll
pussy.
do it again.
Fucking, oh, can I get a spot of tea? Yeah, if you jump in the fucking Hudson, pussy.
Yeah. I used to live in England. Terrible time. I was 5. I hated them.
Did you really?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
You haven't watched his episode?
Yeah, dude.
Fuck.
He didn't make it
Yeah.
deep. Make it deep into Grayson's episode if you haven't. Because I talk about...
It's
You
long,
talk about the
they're-
deep state.
They're long
Those
episodes.
fuckers.
Hey, damn.
God.
I mean, come on. And what am I supposed to just present the learning on a platter? I'm going to try to. I need to.
What was your favorite part about living in England?
Fucking dead commies.
Are they proud?
I'm kidding. I guess if you like communism, that's fucking whatever. I like what you like.
Do you know that one of the only groups that we're allowed in the United States to like discriminate out of work, like on the books of our federal law, is that you are allowed to discriminate openly against communists
That's sick.
in the workplace. So if you know
That's
communists in the
wrong.
workplace,
I'm
you can
like-
be like completely commie shame the fuck out of them.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy.
And if HR gets you fired, you have a suit.
It was crazy. When I worked at Dairy Queen, all of the black people were communists.
Oh my god!
Just kidding.
This whole episode, I've
Those
been
were
thinking
customers.
of a slur to call you. You fucking commie.
You fucking commie.
What's another like?
That's how much we hate communism as a country.
But
On
there's
the
no.
books.
Is there any other
yeah,
word
legally.
than commie? Is there any other slur?
I mean,
Oh, there's so many.
Red.
Yeah.
I mean, just calling them a rooster.
I actually think red might be something.
You know, economically illiterate. I mean, there's so many.
Retarded.
Idealistically dissolved of any human tie to reality. I mean, I don't know.
Hey, have you read Das Kapital?
Yeah, I have actually.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
What'd you think?
I mean, again, great points on paper, and then you go out walking the world, and someone's, you know, deciding not to make good choices for other. I mean, I don't know.
And in all fairness, that's also how I feel about like.
There's some
fucking-
really good things to be taken from it. I think people should read it. Like, you should read things in different perspectives. They're important.
Totally, I agree, and I think, but like in all fairness, that's how I feel about like fucking Smith too. Like I don't.
Yeah.
Like
Totally.
Theoretically, it makes sense, like invisible hand type shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Well, but then I think there's great examples of like, I do walk through life and think, okay, well, in some of my time spent when I'm this, you know, purely my hands meet with the means of production and I'm making money for someone else that isn't me through this
Yeah.
process. Oh, that's the core thesis of Das Kapital.
Yeah.
And then, okay, well, why do I want this thing? You know, why would I want to buy this book? Like, because like I want to put it on my nightstand so that if I like have a liberal girl over, like I can, you know, have the best sex of my life. And so it's like, that's the invisible hand. Like, those are the and so like these core tenets of the great thinkers that have come before us, they show up in the modern world.
Yeah, but then
So
In a
it's
micro-
valuable to have them.
in a microcosm, sure, but I think like once you like get out onto like a macro level,
Yeah, but
it's
we
like-
don't get to you see, this is where I think people should get a little bit of peace. And I found peace of like, we are so not in control of the macro to the extent that like the meaningful nature of human existence happens through the micro existence that become micro, like building a family and community and the engagements and memories. Like that's what it is.
I just like the idea of building a family because that means I came in a woman.
Dude. Sick flex, no?
Dude, I fucking walk around with my pregnant girlfriend, like fucking,
you guys see this?
Take her easy, and if she's easy, take her
the first
twice.
try, let me tell you. I was coming to that thing for a while.
Yeah, she actually needed her friend Jerome to come over and help out.
But you won't know about that for a few months.
Dude, I saw
her
this,
body, my choice. All right.
I saw this thing on the Jesus.
I'm kidding. I'm
like
totally
what you like.
joking. I like what you guys like.
I saw this video online where it was like the worst gender reveal ever, and it's just like, all right, what do you think, boy or a girl? And like the uncle or whatever is like, I just hope it's white.
Holy shit.
And it's like, Jesus, dude, like that's insane to say that on a recording.
Was it a skit? It had to be. No, it was a real one.
It was 100% sincere. Like this fucking family, they were like,
it was Thanksgiving for our family.
Yeah,
it was your home video.
Yeah, they were just blatantly like, I do not believe that this is your child.
Oh my gosh.
Like it was fucking dour to say the least.
That's my goodness. What a terrible way to.
Would you do a gender reveal?
I feel like it's like the state will come and execute you in your home when you sleep if you don't.
Well,
right?
What would you
They rid you if you don't do a gender reveal on Instagram. It's like, you have to do it.
You have to do it. You need that clout.
My brother did one of the best gender reveals I've ever seen. Is he got a group together and he texted them. It was me, my brother, and my dad, and my other brother. And he said, "It's gonna be a boy." And my dad my dad literally said, "Yeah." And I have the screenshot of it, and he said it's gonna be a boy, and my dad said yeah, and I was like, best gender. And did you ever hear about the one in Arizona? Costed like $3.6 million because the dust from the gender reveal lit on fire, burned down like a fucking. Like 100 acres of land. Dude. And that baby costed $3.6 million before even being born.
Damn.
With inflation, by the time he makes 18.
Holy fuck.
$6 million baby.
$6 million baby.
God, think of that kid took out student loans. I would kill that kid right then and there. I'm sorry. Have you ever read speaking of books, The 48 Laws of Power? That's a book that I disagree with.
Really?
Oh my god! It's some of the chapters in there are fucking.
You don't agree with all the laws, so you're throwing the whole thing out. The baby with the bathwater.
So you don't want to be powerful.
Some of them are fucking insane. Like one of the examples,
dude, it's read by dudes in prison. That's how it gained prominence. Of course, some of them are insane. What are you talking about? Robert Greene.
So they do like historical examples throughout the book, and one of them I tweeted every single one.
Hey, we know like history's got great examples.
One of the ladies in Japan, she's a fucking whore. I don't know what they call them.
She's a fucking. I don't know how they say it in Japanese.
I can't remember, a geisha or something.
No, that's not what that is.
Okay, you would know. Come on.
Yeah, I visibly watch anime. Like,
yeah, no, I know. Everyone check
it's more
in.
You can tell from the smell.
That's why I shaved my neck. That's why I shaved my neck beard.
What are they called? The really high ranking fucking prostitutes or something?
Dude, escort?
No, they're called something
in Japanese.
In Japan, they're like there's
Japanese
samurais and then there's fucking whores. Man,
they're the samurais of whores.
They're very, very prominent.
Can you believe they built a society based on samurais?
I'm looking up what are the samurais of whores. I'm looking up the Samurai Wiki. Samurai Wiki.
It's not lady boys.
This is not going to be the right thing.
Those are the Philippines. And which are very powerful too. Great for them.
No, this is bad search optimization.
Okay,
high-ranking Japanese prostitutes.
Whatever they're called.
I probably shouldn't search it like that, but I'm gonna.
Well, I was gonna go with concubines, but then I realized what that meant, and I was like, that can't
Maybe
be
I'll search word for high-ranking.
Yeah,
word
for high-ranking prostitute in Japan. And then my mom will show up. I'm just kidding. Patrick will show up.
Every time I fly out there
in the summer, yeah,
dude.
I'm like, why haven't you shown up to any of the mics? He's like, I've been showing up to some mics.
The Orion is a collective term for the highest ranking courtisan. The Orion is a collective high term for the highest ranking courtesans and
geishas. Those are just like geishas were like ladies in waiting.
Anyway, in the book, the example to get power, how she
the flat
got
answer
power,
is you're peddling fake news. Is what geisha is a term that flat out fake news that you've been peddling. It arose during the courtesan world. The answer is flat out no. Google's telling me that they're not better, they're not different, they're the same women, and they deserve respect just the same. Google says.
I'm a feminist.
Google's giving me they don't sell their virginity.
Geisha, it's right here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
okay.
No,
but I'm telling you,
this geisha, she's sleeping around. She's fucking all the men. And she's eating all the cats.
Just to be clear, geishas are not prostitutes, nor have they ever been. The answer is flat out no. Just for the fact.
Oh my gosh. Well, she, maybe
this one was okay.
Okay, cool. This one's a different one.
You know what? You're right. They don't have sex. They have a very good personality.
Hey, no, I'm saying all the point I'm only trying to make is we know we can trust the internet, right?
Okay, in this chapter, the historical example is she fucks her way to the top. She has an infant child. She kills the infant to gain power, and that's the example of how to get power.
Kill babies.
Great book. Fucking read it all the time.
What number law is that?
It's like 42 or something.
They were just stretching. They're like,
no, it's like
48. Dude, we gotta round this out.
I told my publisher I was doing 48.
They are the most insane things ever. But if you read them, you probably can gain power. If you have a standing army, it really works. That's what I realized.
Then you should read The Art of War.
It's like when people in like a Teams meeting will be like, so I was reading some Sun Tzu, and it really got me thinking about how we should attack this.
Who in a Teams meeting is bringing up Sun? I read Sun Tzu. I don't talk about it in Teams meetings.
Oh, I always order Sun Tzu at Panda Express, and they tell me to leave the restaurant.
Dude, okay. Speaking of Panda Express, how's your show at that Asian place?
Oh, I'm on that in December. This should be out around the time of that, hopefully.
Shit. That was hilarious. That's
Is
fantastic.
It happening still?
Yeah, we're trying to get the date.
Fuck you.
But,
I've already published the wrong date, so tell me and I'll get it correct.
It's always something. She wanted. So Erica, our lovely, we call her our tiger mom.
I love that.
She is lovely. We love her to death. But she wanted to stop the show so that 3 of her regulars out of the 27 people that were there, 3 of her regulars could watch the Nuggets game.
No.
And she was like, just like wait till the show, till the Nuggets game ends to watch it. So she's doing great, but
damn.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm kind of with her on this.
I don't know. Mute the TV, turn it on.
Yeah, I mean,
that's fine. We're not going to stop the show.
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. Put it on muted. Like, we'll let him see the game and do the
doing. It was a great show, but
I feel like
I don't know.
I mean, take that you got to hold up a thing where you're doing comedy nowadays anyway, right? I hold up Subway Surfer when I'm doing my sets.
Yeah,
these kids don't listen otherwise.
I have footage of cars crashing.
Thanks, Magic. That really made me giggle.
But yeah, I know you don't produce a show right now. Do you produce a show?
What do you mean? We're on the show I produce right now.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? It's a very big fucking deal that I have to
get audiences there and shit. That's a stand-up show.
You're right.
Yeah, no. I did one that fell, and then it fell through very quickly after that.
Oh, okay. I mean, they're really, really, like, shout out to everybody that produces. They're super fucking hard.
Oh, dude.
And they're honestly very demoralizing most of the time, but
my God,
this past one was great. So
I'm glad that was good. It looked like it was fun. Tyler Petz was telling me it was a fucking blast, so.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, you guys are talking it like it's dying, and this is my next spot on the book.
No.
I'm so excited about this. This is my only part of my career that's moving forward. This is this spot.
It's gonna be fantastic. Everyone's gonna love it.
Now there'll be more spots,
but
how do you guys keep up the like recurring bookings? Any advice on that? Like, do you just like get them naturally, or are you asking regularly? Like, as you're like going from like doing mics to just trying to get like regular spots on stuff.
I mean, like, dude, so that's like something I've asked like other comics too. Like, so the way I've been doing it is just like when someone asks me to be on, I'll be on, because like I'm like right at a year anyway. So it's like I'm new enough. I don't feel like I have any like
standing or whatever the fuck.
Or like even like,
skill set. But you're funny, dude.
Enough like fucking even like social capital to like leverage that into being like, yo, put me on your show or something. I want to show a little more before.
Well, hey, any social capital I have, Patrick's fucking hilarious. All the shows I've worked with him professionally on, he's been hilarious. The crowds love him.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Put him on. Give him spots. That's great.
Same with Sean and Grayson. Fucking book all of us at the same time.
I mean, just book Patrick first.
Yeah.
And then we'll see about the rest of us.
Patrick.
See if we're good enough.
I just do it one. It's just me.
No, but every time I've seen both of you do so, like, I am constantly like, I got to keep getting better. These guys are fucking hilarious.
Dude, no, you're fucking funny, bro. Like, I think that, like, I liked your set at Joe Willie's, like, rounding it out. It was tough. People were not even really paying attention. There's like 6 people there. So you still like fucking powered through it. Made it good, dude.
Yeah, good for you. I was sitting when you texted that to the group. I was sitting on my couch like watching the fucking McMahon documentary or something.
Oh,
I was like, damn it, I should be out there.
Did you already got up or no?
No. I just decided to be a fucking piece of shit that night and just sat there.
I should have called him. I should have been like, hey, where are you doing? Hey, did you already do a set? If not, I'm picking you up.
I'm picking you up. Let's go.
Dragging you along. You're making me better. I'm making you better. Let's go.
Dude, that's the nice thing about Joe Willie's too, and like living down here, it's fucking...
Yeah, that's why it'd be sick to set up. Because you're decently close to here, or?
No, I'm in the Highlands.
Oh, okay.
Because last night you said...
Anywhere from here to there, though, really, there's lots of venue options for us to start something.
It's funny, like, I feel like the Denver scene, like, the mics die and mics like get reborn, because there's a big mic that died this week, Tavern on 26th. And
what? I didn't hear
dude,
about
it died
that.
this week. Yeah.
What?
They did RIP. Good job for Trent and Calvin and Jordan. Shout out to them for
No, dude, I love Tavern. That was the farthest mic I would drive to, because it was like a good ass time.
Yeah, it was always good, and it died, but I don't know.
Like, was that? Do you know if that was like the venue not wanting to do it anymore, or like just them not wanting to run it?
I'm really not sure what happened.
Interesting.
I'm like not sure, but that's just like and it goes a callback to what I was saying. That's just like another. It seems like an owner that is just like likes comedy enough and just doesn't fucking care, and it's like, yeah, dude, fucking do it. So we'll find something, I'm sure.
And that room is great too, because then even though they had pool tables, they were so far away from where the comedy was that it's like, if you don't give a fuck about the comedy, you can go to another area, and like they don't need to affect one another. So like, I love that spot. That sucks.
Yeah. I mean, but something will come along.
Yeah. Damn. No, dude. And then with like Wide Right closing.
Wide Right's going down.
Like, there's like what, like 4 or 5 open mics left in general there? Like,
Tough.
I don't know. But, yeah, Wide Right's going to be a bigger fucking hit just because that was like a little...
That was like the spot, the hang for the comics in Denver.
Oasis, honestly. And it's because Megan, was a comic, and is a comic, sorry. And she ran a bar, and that's fucking, thank God. I know that was shitty, but she did it.
No, she fucking really made like the comedy mecca of the Denver scene. Like, that's like the first place anyone hears about when they're starting out is like Wide Right.
Yeah,
like, that's the place you go.
Go to Wide Right for
it's the hang, right? Yeah.
Oh, totally. Like, I've had terrible sets there and still had such a good night just because I'm chilling with the homies,
Oh, yeah. You go back, you're like, wow, tough crowd.
yeah. Anyway, you want to smoke a blunt?
Yeah. But
that's the process, as they say, right?
Yeah. But no, I think, but like, you know, it is twofold in that, like, yeah, it sucks when like institutions like that kind of die out, but it also makes like such fertile ground for those new things, like we're talking about ebbs and flows,
Right.
Like it makes it so like something like Joe Willie's can really thrive going forward. And like same, like, you know, if we can find a sick spot for a mic, like, you know, it makes those opportunities great. And that's why I was telling you about, like, I was like, one of the biggest things I was like thinking about with Skylark is like it has that same kind of energy where you can, like, you know, do your set and then go fuck around on the patio or whatever, you know, like, and like they don't give a fuck, they'll let you smoke out there, like whatever, like there's shit to do. So I feel like it brings a lot of like a similar energy, so that could be a cool option. But even if they don't want to go for that, like, you know, in general it is like, you know, Phoenix-esque, like, or like, you know, rises from the ashes, dies again, and then just like will continually reincarnate itself like that.
no.
I think it's also tough because you don't want to like step on any venue toes with people that already have stuff, and everywhere seems to have, like, you know, unless it's a new place, like you're saying, or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and that's the thing. Like, if something's been dead for a minute, I don't know. I think it's like free game to kind of, if you're willing to go talk to the owner and, like, you know, put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Like,
that's the hardest part, honestly.
That's the thing is I can do those meetings. That's what my like the best. I'm not fuck it. I could buy them every night, but I could do those meetings with the owners.
Totally.
Would be like, yeah, we can do a thing.
And that's like the nice thing about being in sales is like it sucks as a profession, but like simple things like that where it's like, no, dude, I know how to make a pitch. I know how to like speak professionally. Like,
dude, I wouldn't even. The funny part is, if I was telling young people advice, I wouldn't even say it's like being in a professional environment helps you grow as like a younger person, getting like skill sets and talking to people in the world. But like, dude, doing a podcast, fucking shitting around with young people, I think I'm way more confident and well equipped as a speaker going out to try to ask a venue to like let us host an open mic, regardless of my skill set to host the open mic, because I've hosted a podcast. It's so weird.
No, and I get that. I get that 100%.
And that maybe not everyone's podcast hosting journey would have gone through that same arc. So maybe I shouldn't.
But I think like that's like the cool thing about like being able to take skill sets and experiences from these things that you do and apply them to other things. You know, like. You know, just is like.
I just hit 3 years this week.
No
Sorry,
shit.
nice. Kind of a big,
dude. Congrats,
on the 15th.
man.
Nice,
that's huge.
So
wait,
it's kind of weird.
What date?
The 15th of November was our 3 year of the first episode publishing.
Dude, hell yeah! 15th is my 1 year anniversary for comedy.
That's kind of fun.
Oh, dude, that was yesterday. Hell yeah!
So yeah.
Oh.
I need to kind of, I should have like some Tyson video ready and shit, but I don't.
Dude, I gotta see Mike Tyson's ass on my 1 year anniversary for comedy.
Yeah, wow,
dude, I didn't expect to be hard as fuck.
Yeah, God, jeez, guys, happy birthday to both of you! Wow, this is fantastic,
dude. Yeah, fucking dude, but with that Jake Paul fight,
dude, I want to ask you. We can keep going. I do need to roll this over to another card though. Or we can be like wrapping up. So I wanted to kind of get a temperature feel. What do you guys feel? You want to keep going for like 45, 30 more minutes or whatever?
Yeah,
we can go as long as you want, but
that works for me.
Make it up. We can also be like, we're losing steam.
Well, if we're gonna stop, I'll take another piss again.
Right.
Yeah.
And we'll come back with the Tyson.
Yes.
Conversation.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
good.
With the ass. You want to give us a radio identification, gentlemen? Kick us to break.
You're listening to 93.7 The Rock. We'll be back after these messages.
We're falling off the cliff.
How do my tampons work? Okay.
We're back. We're live.
Oh, can I do the radio return?
Please.
Yeah. All right. You're listening to WGAY.
Nice. 91.1 WGAY.
Is your flow extra heavy this month? Is the heavy weight of this political season weighing down on your uterus? Try man-pons. Go have your man buy some tampons.
Yeah.
The boys are back in office. Time to pay the bill.
You pussy liberals. I'm kidding. No. They're fantastic.
Fucking
people.
get this. Like, I fucking had my homie like be like, yo, dude, don't you hate when you're like eating pussy and she's on her period and like you get a little like in your mouth? And I was like, whoa, no. You're on your period. I'm not eating your pussy. Like that's
dead women can get their periods. What?
Like, am I approved for that? Like, do you guys eat period pussy?
No. What the fuck? No, I have like a small shred.
No, I still have goals in life now.
Yeah, like I have dignity.
My iron's not low.
My AARP magazine hasn't come in the mail.
Trying to block your face. I want the people to see you.
Oh, sorry. I'm just so used to my dad taking pictures of me, so I blocked my face.
Grayson, stand behind that tree over there.
But no, dude, like he looked at me like I was crazy for not doing it, and I was like, "What?"
Not next to the tree, behind the tree, Grayson. Sorry, there's that dialogue callback that was off-air callback.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is a weird transition. Now, I'll have sex with a girl on her period.
Sure,
I've earned my Red Wings more than once.
Sure, that's
I don't
different.
love it.
That's on my dick. You know, I can wash that off. I can't get the taste out of my mouth.
Yeah, that's just over the line for me. I also there's also a big there's also a big thing about
the taste of the joke.
It's over the.
I don't want to get. I don't really want to show my true colors here.
Sean, okay, Sean.
Come on. No, it's a color. It's a blood joke.
Yeah, the color's red.
It's a blood joke. Don't get into it. It's just red 40.
Well, I live by, when the river runs red, take the dirt road home.
Hell yeah, classic fucking idiom.
Thank you, Grandpa, for that.
I got to do that joke for the first time this week on the mic. The red 40 joke. I wrote that a while ago.
Oh, really?
Red 40 face tattoo joke. Yeah, it's fun. I like that. I want to do it again. I see a lot of white people getting face tattoos. I don't think I'd ever get a face tattoo. But if I had to get a face tattoo, I know exactly what I'm getting. Red 40 on my left cheek. I'm a proud patriot. That's my favorite artificial color. Plus, serves as a great swatch. I can walk up to any room in your house and go, that's how far away you are from red 40.
You're more of a red 25.
I'm going to put red 39 on this cheek. Fuck around. I'm clean. I wouldn't say that. I'm clean.
I'm clean, baby.
It is funny going to mics and being in between people that are just doing, and I'm I'm going to try these clean things. I mean, they're supposed to be clean.
Yeah, no, I think it's good though. Like that's one of the things I was talking with Tyler Petts, how it's hard to be clean, honestly. And
it's super hard.
It's such a skill set. If you can write a solid clean 5 minutes, that's great just to have.
I have clean 5, and that's what I've started to get. That was what has made me better, I think.
Yeah.
Of realizing clean.
What helped me a super amount to at Comedy Works in December, they do the clean shows.
Oh, okay.
And I got on one of those, and I thought they weren't doing clean anymore, but they were. So I got on one of those. That helped me so much to have to do 4 minutes of just all my material, just turn it to clean.
Yeah.
It took one of my jokes that I'd been doing dirty for a long time.
Just change it.
And I had to change it. It worked 10 times better.
Yeah.
Really?
See, that's the fun thing is it's actually when I do think you come full circle to the best writing is Seinfeld. It's can you write a 30-minute show about, we're going to just talk about jacking off? It'll win an Emmy. That's the type, but without, you can broadcast it on CBS. It's harder because but it works better when you find that cool sweet spot.
And then, finding that where you are saying something without saying too much.
What I always think of that works for me, I don't know if this will work. I always try to put, if there's dirtiness, as long as the audience has to assume the role of putting the dirtiness in the thing.
Yeah. Like
SpongeBob. SpongeBob's written, there's adult dirty jokes throughout.
100%.
But you don't know unless you, the audience taker in of the art, are putting it on that. So that's a fun little dynamic to play with.
One of my favorite things I've ever seen, along those lines, is there's the same people that make like Peppa Pig make this other show about like an elf and a fairy, and like in one of their Christmas episodes, like they're like, "Oh, Santa, they left this drink out for you," and he like takes a drink, and it's very clearly whiskey, but like he takes it and he goes, "Oh," like he like does a little like "Oh, this is fucking brisk," but like, you know, they never say it, and it's in like a show for toddlers, so like unless you like the adult are like, "Nice, that's whiskey, dude," like otherwise, you know, it's like, "Oh, he had some apple juice and it was chilly," you know, or something. But like, yeah, when like the impetus is on you to like kind of be like, "I get that, that's fun,"
Yeah,
like it's good writing.
No, if you go back, there's a ton of like anime. I mean, there's a ton of shit that has like adult themes in it.
Yeah,
you don't. I mean, like as a child, I was like, oh shit. Like even like even movies that if you go like funny movies that you go back, like Adam Sandler movies, like Big Daddy. If you go back and watch that as like a 20-year-old, you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, like
there's like there's a bunch of shit going on.
This is a whole different movie.
Yeah.
I
love that. But yeah, writing clean is super hard, but like signing up for clean shows and stuff, like when you're forced to.
Should we do a clean mic?
Dude, absolutely not.
Where we try to help people where they're like, we'll give an incentive if they do a clean set or something. How about?
Well, that could be cool. Yeah, just like do like that.
We don't limit them, but like here's an incentive if you want to try to like work
like
clean.
A free drink or something.
It helps bring in the audience, I think.
Yeah.
Like and like we can let people toe the line and still give them the incentive. But
but no, I mean that'd be cool. I feel like the only thing is like I don't want to limit. You don't want to limit
people, but you also want to encourage people not to devolve into just saying like fuck and cock and like because they're the best versions of them, as you said through your own learning.
Yeah,
and also,
but that's not your role. You're right.
Yeah, because I do believe in like comics. If you really want to be a comedian, you need to learn the lessons.
It's 100% individual.
Them, like being. You need to like be in the situation that I was in when I was like, oh shit, they're not doing. You can't go dirty. Fuck, I got to write all this stuff again and be clean. And not cursing is so fucking hard.
Yeah, dude.
It is the hardest thing ever.
It is.
I hate not cursing, and you feel like some of your material that you like worked on. It just can't work anymore, which sucks, but
it's also like so illuminating, like where it's like, okay, then is that joke funny, or am I like relying on like crutches?
And you have to ask yourself, like, if I'm actually a comic, I should be able to do this.
Yeah.
Like, I should be able to test myself, and
100%.
Like if you want it bad enough, you'll fucking find a way. Like, but you gotta figure it out. Like. I don't know.
That's literally the truest statement ever.
Yeah.
If you want it bad enough, you'll find a way, but you have to figure it out.
Yeah.
There's no propelling it onto other people.
No, and I think that's like the best way. Like that's like what I've found in comedy is just like, dude, like trial by fire. Like go take your lumps. Like that is what learning is taking those lumps. Like if you're not bombing, you're not trying. Is like such a good like way to like look at writing and performing in general. Like you should be having bad sets because you're trying new shit out all the time. Like you always be writing, always be fucking willing to put yourself out there. Like you're already like taking so many leaps. So like what's failing at that point? Like you got up, you got stage time, you have a net positive.
It's also good to be taken back down to earth. Like I mean when you're doing really, really well and you're on a high and you're fucking killing it every single open mic, every single show, and you're doing really well, honestly, it is nice to go and you're like, oh fuck, like I'm not as like, to get a reality check and to not have people like to not have a Comedy Works crowd every single night.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I went from the fun transition was I got up at the Mothership for their open mic. Then I came back to town, and the next mic I did was on a book show, and it was just a light night. It was the Stella show. It was just a light night, and there was like maybe 5 people there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was like, no matter how good or bad this like material wise goes, this is a very sharp transition.
Yeah.
And that is healthy and good for me as someone that's like trying to like take the lumps and learn as a young, marathon mindset kind of person.
On that note, Stella's Pinball every Thursday, starting now at 8 o'clock, I believe. Make sure to check it out in Greeley, Colorado.
Jared, surely you've got some spot in December or January that you can find for me.
Dude, don't call him Shirley.
Oh, he likes it. No joy, no free joy.
No, dude, but fucking.
As somebody who loves Leslie Nielsen, I fucking hate you for butchering. God damn you. Damn you, dude. That's like hearing Bert Kreischer tell a Norm joke, alright? I'm kidding. I love both of them.
Bert Kreischer's alright. I was bummed in the fucking roast of Tom Brady that like Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer did their shit together. I was like, Bert, get out of here and let Tom cook, man. Like, I like Tom Segura so much more than Bert Kreischer.
Yeah, I mean they're kind of like they came together. From a business perspective, you and I, our age, that's what happened, right? Their agents were like, "You're going to start a podcast together." They started a podcast that like helped both of their careers.
Yeah,
so it's like,
sure, and I get it, but I mean, like, it's even like look at something like Matt and Shane's secret podcast or whatever, like where it's like. Shane's getting way more.
But I don't know, dude. That's the type of thing, though, that gives me a deep appreciation for, like, it's almost, I have more appreciation for Matt or a Bert because, like, just because the public recognizes this person as like better or whatever, like doesn't mean that like when both of these people pass and it's long, like the internet or whatever videos won't be Bert's laugh or the things that now in our journey we're like, you know.
Well, and I mean like so even like we were talking about, that's still good, like trial by fire, like
right,
like where it's like okay, cool, like I'm in this where I'm not the favorite here, and like even so. Still trying to be funny. I'm still putting my best foot forward. Still like making the efforts I can make. Like
I'll always respect somebody that grinds. Like no matter. I mean, that shows up and will always like try.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't love Bert Kreischer. I don't love the machine joke that much, but like I mean, if you're gonna grind and show up and keep on trying, like whatever. I mean. Who am I to judge you?
Dude, no, I feel that. And, like, I watched one of Bert's stand-ups maybe from a couple years ago, and I was like, this is actually pretty good. Like he's not a bad comic on his own.
No.
Like, but he's just so, like, I feel like, I don't know, kind of roped in by the machine joke, especially. Yeah. And then, like, kind of being second fiddle to Tom Segura.
Mm.
Well, he's very polarizing because he believes... When somebody, like, believes that they deserve everything they got, everyone likes an underdog story, and once you become the overdog, and then people are like, okay, let's find the cracks in their armor.
Yeah, totally.
And stuff, so it's easier to, like, criticize somebody that's made it. So, I mean, whatever. I mean, who cares,
No, I see where you're coming from. 100%.
I don't know. Dude likes disc golf. I'd love to have him on the pod.
Yeah, Bert Kreischer, if you're listening.
Dude, I'd love to cook him chicken and have him on the pod. I think he'd have fun on my pod. This is like the OG origins of what his pod was. Like back in the day in LA.
Really?
I've heard through Brant Tobler, like, like they started there in the, Tom's pod started in the backyard type of studio type of thing.
Wait, your mom's house or the Two Bears One Cave?
Your mom's house.
Oh, okay. Because did Bert have a pod?
And Bert had his own pod before, and Tom had his own pod before.
Was it called Birdcast?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is like mid to early 2010s LA podcast diaspora or whatever the fuck that word is.
Shout out to Bill Burr for being on that since like 2006.
The LA podcast Diaspora. Thank you. Fucking A, dude. Diaspora. Thank you. The right word for what I'm trying to say. That's what that is.
Diaspora, it's like...
Sounds like a pill.
It's like the left. It spreads.
Yeah, it's like a spread out like gradient of like people...
Disease. Fucked upness.
The differences between like... people in similar groups
to help my flow.
Like
I take Diaspora.
Like the Denver comedy. There's the Denver comedy diaspora that bleeds into the Comedy Springs diaspora of comedy and the Fort Collins diaspora of comedy, which as a state of Colorado diaspora of comedy bleeds into a mid-United States.
So it's like a culture.
Yeah.
It's like subcultures, sub-communities, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or like the spread between like larger groups.
I've been looking for my dom for years.
I've been looking for...
Just call diaspora.
Dude. Okay. Here's a good question. Would you rather be a dominatrix or hire a dominatrix? He said he's looking for his dom.
I don't know if...
I didn't ask that out of
I've been mean. I don't know, because
I feel like that's an easy answer.
Well, it's a question of, do you want to be mean to somebody, or do you want to have somebody be mean to you?
Totally, that is 100%.
And
no. It's, do you want to make a bag and not get hurt, or do you taking
so
pain?
You're making the same amount of money either way.
You know what?
Yeah,
I think I would want to be the dom because the sub would want.
Yes, bingo. Correct. There's also this ethical, there's no conversation around this, I don't think.
No one can say anything to me that I haven't said 6 inches from the mirror. So,
dude, you get to look in the mirror at yourself? That's awesome. Lucky man.
Yeah, my domatrix doesn't let me look in the mirror.
No, they don't build mirrors big enough. It's a contractor joke.
I thought you were going
it's a joke about materials and how they don't build it for the 99.987%. Three standard deviations doesn't happen at contracting school.
I thought you were doing a spectrum joke, like you can't make eye contact even with yourself.
That's funny.
Yeah. No, I think I would rather be mean to somebody because they would be liking it.
Yeah, that's fair.
And
I'd
be like, yeah, you fucking.
I don't know. I feel like I just like anytime like a girl's been like, say something mean to me, I'm like, I don't want to. Like, I feel bad, but I also don't want her to be mean to me back.
Yeah, but you're not getting paid for that. That's different. That's entirely different.
I guess, yeah, if you're not getting paid. But, like, even just, like, to be like, oh, I want my partner to be having fun. I'm like, I don't want to be mean.
Well, yeah, okay. I'm a nice guy, too, so I understand this.
If they respond positively to it.
Yeah, exactly, and that's like almost like should I like? I'll do it anyway just to be like, this is what you're in. This is what you're here for, I guess.
That's like that Louis C.K. joke. Like, how would I know that you're into it?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be fucking mean to you for no. And then she's like, "No, stop."
Yeah, I mean, it gets at the dark psyche of the feminine mind, though. Like, truly, like there's this like dark chase and cat and mouse thing to like
100%.
Dating.
Andrew Tate has logged in.
No, not to like dip into like a manosphere perspective of it, but like there is like just a animal nature thing of it.
Dude, to fucking at least like from my experience, like I've talked to multiple women about like one of their favorite like genres on like Pornhub or something is straight up like the stuck thing, like the like stuck in the dryer. Like chicks love it, and it's like so weird. I'm like. It's just like odd.
You're just stuck. I don't get it.
I mean, it's just like you
pull out of the dryer.
Like just get out of the dryer, lady. Like
okay, that's a great question. What's your favorite situation? Is it the pizza guy?
It's an old bit of the show, situations. But now we're putting into what's your favorite situation of a porn?
Is it the pool guy? Is it the plumber?
Situations.
Man, what's your favorite?
Give him one. Set him up one. No, instead of doing favorites, why don't you build us one and then give us a hypothetical game situation to choose from and a path.
Okay, so
put us in a dialogue, as Chrissy Buke would say. Let's find the funny there.
Like give it a dialogue. Okay,
yeah, put us in a dialogue and we'll find the funny.
Okay. Well, so I have to be a girl.
I haven't taken the class, but I was
doing it.
I was doing it.
That's what I heard. Also, on that note, take the class.
The class.
I'm not against the class, but
so I'm a hot girl.
Take the class.
Okay.
Classes are good.
I knock on your door. Knock, knock, knock. Hello.
What's your build? Give me some stats.
I am.
I'm a manosphere man. I need to know my.
I'm Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, okay.
Okay, nice. Okay.
I open the door to Sydney Sweeney.
Hey. I'm gonna want to sell you some crypto. Are you into cryptocurrency?
What is cryptocurrency? I could be interested.
Well, I could explain it, or I could suck my way out of it.
That's the best sale for cryptocurrency I've heard to this day. Cryptocurrency could not be explained better than Grayson Schrom just did.
I'll buy however much $1,000 gets me, and that's deal.
Well, you already came in your pants, all right.
Yeah, I like it. Yep.
Stop shutting the door.
Hey, are you gonna come back? Hey, Patrick, are you gonna come back to bed?
any dude buying cryptocurrency would just be like, "Shut up, bro," and I'm talking.
Now we found funny. Well, here's a cool bit that you can dig funny out of and write at. Door-to-door cryptocurrency salesman.
Yeah, that is a good bit.
They used to sell vacuums door-to-door. Think of absurd. Listen, culture changes, folks. But you know what stays the same? Door-to-door sales.
If you get
Back in the day, they looked silly now to us. They were selling vacuums. 20 years from now, they'll be selling Bitcoin.
As an owner of a vacuum, if you send Sydney Sweeney to me, I'll buy another vacuum. I don't give a fuck.
They're like, Grayson, why do you own 5 vacuums?
Sydney Sweeney keeps coming.
This girl just won't stop coming back.
I will buy all the vacuums.
I still haven't come myself, but she keeps coming back.
Wow.
She'd be like, "Do you want expired milk?" And I'm like, "All right."
As long as that comes from those.
Yeah.
Expired? It can't possibly be expired.
All you would hear me is say, "Deborah, shut the fuck up." "Yes, ma'am, I would love to."
I'd be over the moon.
Who's at the door? Shut the fuck up.
My friend from college.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Here, wait. Let me set you up, Sean. All right, so
Situations
here's our situation.
with porn.
I'm a beautiful busty MILF.
Oof.
And
Just my type in my. Are you in my area?
and I'm in here. Ugly guys are fucking me. Find out how. But
Well, I don't need that. Those ads actually don't pop up for me, but.
Wait, do the knock knock.
Well, no. I'm the homeowner. Sean is in my home.
Oh.
Okay, you do the knock knock.
Yeah. You're here
You're
to
hot.
fix.
No,
You're here to fix my plumbing.
Okay.
Okay, now you gotta knock.
I thought I was in your home. No.
Oh, hello, you fine young gentleman.
I see that you are the young, busty MILF in my area that I'm here to fix the plumbing services of.
Yeah, by all means, come into my bathroom.
Please show me the problem.
Oh, yeah, the problem is right here. And you come into the bathroom, and it smells so bad. Like you're talking about...
Oh, shit! God damn!
Honey, where should I set up the chair?
How long has this been... Hey, give me a second, man. How long has this been backed up for, dude?
No. The problem's with the sink. That was Chipotle from lunch.
Okay, yeah, no, I see the sink's also backed up, but I think there's a larger... there's a
Honey,
larger
keep 'em
structural
here.
issue at play here. I can't believe I didn't smell this before I walked in here. My God. It's just abhorrent.
No, stay here. The smell is the flavor, baby.
I don't think...
He's got a hog.
Can we? Why don't, you and your husband, let's wait in the bedroom, and I'll service you guys after I fix this.
I'll service you after.
Your money's going down.
Have you ever heard of a bumpkin? I want the female version of that.
Oh dear God! You're gonna have to call a different plumber. I'm not getting myself in it. Listen, I had 3 violations last year, miss. I'm not getting into this again.
I love to get violated.
You OnlyFans whores in your homes. After you guys start making money, you buy houses, and then you need guys like me to come over and fix your plumbing. You're trying to make content. I see the cameras.
Oh my God, it's Donald Trump. He's just doing the plumbing thing for the... You whores.
Dude, have you seen that SNL bit of the fucking... like Donald Trump is the plumber that goes into Donald Trump's apartment to like fix it. It's pretty good. Like
I'll look it up.
It's just him bagging on himself a little bit, which is like
That's fun.
But no, good situation. Yay.
That's fun.
Female Blumpkin.
Female Blumpkin, dude. I'm sorry to pull out. I get scared by poo.
She was sorry that you pulled
That
out.
bathroom
too.
was disgusting, folks.
Dude, it is. Dude, I love like when you're like getting serious with a girl and she like just straight up has to take a shit at your place, and it's just like that first time so embarrassed, and you're just like, Don't worry about it, baby.
Damn, you're getting fucking hot girls, dude.
My God. Yeah.
I go for the unembarrassed type, am I right, Grayson?
I'm like, you shit? Are you kidding me? That's disgusting.
My mom told me women don't do that.
I don't
Yeah.
Are you trans? Because my
Yeah.
mom told me women don't do that.
My cousin didn't shit at all. We were married for 14
We were married
years.
for 14 long years.
No.
Dude, I love I love a good like fucking your cousin joke. Dude, and fucking extra great because like I don't really have any cousins, so it's like,
which is ironic too because you're part Mexican.
dude, yeah, no, that's
Oh my God. Yeah. Wow. Holy shit.
no, I'm sure I have a bunch, but since my
There's
fucking
undocumented. Come on, take that, use it. Come on, that'll work. That totally work. Use it.
no, since my dad is the Mexican part and he fucking dipped out real early. I don't know
Right.
a lot of that Mexican part of my family, so
They're
like,
having parties they're not inviting you to.
yeah, dude, I didn't get invited to a single quince, and that fucking hurts my feelings.
Did you have? Don't the guys have one?
No, dude.
Oh.
You wouldn't wear a
Oh,
pretty.
shit.
They do. You just joined the Sinaloa cartel.
Wow.
Yeah. You just join. You just go. And
That's
just
very
Sinaloa.
progressive of the
It's like the military. You just enlist.
the Latino people.
Well, I mean, like quinceañeras are just for Catholics, so like you have to be like Hispanic and Catholic.
All right. Okay. Never mind.
So basically, Hispanic and going to heaven.
Wow, those Catholics are like, you're 13, thank fucking God. Jesus.
Hey, it's 15. That's what quince means.
If she's crawling, she's in the right position. All right, okay.
What do you? Hang on, this is a fun situation. What do you think a quinceañera is? Like, what do you think it celebrates, or like?
Isn't it when a woman becomes a woman?
Do you think it's like a Mexican bat mitzvah?
But do you
Right.
think? But do you think that let me cut even deeper. Do you think
I've
under
been
the
to a
surface of this
few.
iceberg that means that like she's like being given like her flowers being now given to the world in a way? Is that what you're kind of like mining at here?
Not saying that. I believe whatever you guys believe.
I might call the episode. I like whatever you guys like.
I was under the impression that I thought it was like, like, hey, you're a woman now, and get out there, girl, and go fucking see the world. And I'm thankful for the laws in place in this great country. You see what happens down in those Latino countries. That's why we're building the wall higher. I'm just kidding. They'll come under the Jews. The tunnel.
They do tunnel. Dude, did you guys see when they were like found all the tunnels in New York?
Yes.
And there's that one guy who was like got flamed for being like, I swear I hear Yiddish under my floorboards. And he said that like years prior.
Yeah.
And then the tunnels were real, and he was like, I fucking told you guys. I fucking said it.
That's like a conspiracy theorist like having it be like somebody like that saw MK Ultra happening was like, dude, this is fucking happening.
Dude, that's fucking the Unabomber.
Or CIA and JFK, or I mean, the list could be.
Well, I mean, like with like Ted Kaczynski, like he was straight part of MK Ultra and was like, yeah, they fucked.
Here's
like,
another. What's your favorite whistle blow of all time?
Oh,
that ended
man.
up being true. Sean is racking. He's like, there's so many good ones.
He's like,
I like Abu Ghraib because like someone whistle blew that to like kind of uncover that like women were torturing like terrorists overseas, and like women were like hooking up electrodes to. No, it was happening like in I think Afghanistan.
Yeah. Fucking
what happened?
They were like special ops.
I'm just hearing about this.
There's a whistleblower, but like it was. I think if memory serves, it was something to do with. It ended up being whistleblower because female operatives were the ones that were like involved, and it was like they were ethically
was it that
concerned.
Blonde girl? That's
Yeah.
Like,
That's the picture. You know.
Oh, they were fucked up.
Yeah.
Women.
They
the
like
future
they
is
can
not
stand
female.
on boxes with
with
car batteries tied
fucking
to
hands
the
out and stuff. Yeah.
Holy
classic
tits,
image,
dude! I didn't know those were car batteries.
Classic.
I've seen the picture. I've
It's like
masturbated.
a chef's kiss classic image.
Dude, it really is. It's like a defining photo.
It's
of,
up
like,
there
the
with
ops.
Watch That Drive.
What's that?
Watch that drive.
No, watch this drive. That's a callback, Grayson.
Oh my God, no!
Yeah, that's a callback, baby.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. That's
Dude,
how.
I like Iran Contra. That's fucking sick.
Oh, that's
What's
a fun
that? Dude, I fucking... They
What the
were like,
fuck? What's that?
That's the Clintons, bro. That's like OG Clinton shit.
Dude, so they were like selling cocaine to like fund fucking like...
This was before. Remember when I told you last time that we had soldiers guarding poppy fields in Afghanistan?
Yes.
This was like what led them to know they could do that and broadcast it on the news. This was the event that.
Dude, yeah, so they were like selling cocaine through like South America in order to like fund fucking like Iranian militants that were against the government.
And while they were doing that, they were feeding it into black communities in the United States.
Yeah, this was like the crack epidemic.
So this other thing I was saying before, the
They
connect.
gave Ricky Ross all the crack.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, dude, and so they were selling crack in black neighborhoods to fund like militants in Iran.
So that they could, so they're global operations militarily to make money and poison communities of color at home. So that it's so fucked.
It's just so multifaceted. Yeah, it's fucking insane.
While being the good guys.
Yeah, dude, that's like one
They were buying coke from South America and then giving the proceeds to
funding like the
basically
drug
what
cartels.
happened. They fund destabilization through South America, through these cartels, to make it so that they can flow cocaine into the United States and into Iran Contra. Money then goes into military operations there. Then they turn this cocaine into crack that they change the laws of on the books in the United States, how they're going to persecute. Then they give that cocaine to communities of color, and then they prosecute those community of colors off these new laws that they made on the books.
Yeah.
While they're making money funding military operations in other countries that end up killing kids.
Isn't the CIA
I
sick?
do not like this podcast. I like being ignorant. Ignorance was
It's
so
intolerable, dude. That's just the life we live. It's
What happened to my
intolerable.
bliss?
Holy
What happened to my
shit.
bliss?
What?
Dude.
What?
Yeah. Now imagine being
tits,
young
dude.
and then,
Oh,
dude.
fuck.
No, fucking,
God
it's
damn.
awesome. It's fucking money, dude. The CIA, like, if it was like a TV show, it'd be like sick. But it happens to be.
You would be
real
like,
life.
this is fake. It's too made up.
Yeah. And then it's just how
No
they,
way it works out this well.
Yeah.
You'd be like, there's no way.
Wait, what? They fucking changed the laws against crack cocaine?
Yeah, specifically. So that, remember I told you about, it was all about, so consumers
call my dad.
consumers have a certain amount of a drug, right? Usually not a bunch, right? Because the people that have a bunch, they're getting prosecuted to a higher degree, right? Because they've got a bunch. So the distribution charges and the charges are different, right? So what they did is they made a classification of the same compound of drug, right? Cocaine, in a crack form. The prosecution minimums on the books were so much heavier than they were for cocaine. So when you caught a white dude at a club using cocaine under these new laws, this white dude had a minimum of 90 days and a fine or whatever. If you caught a black dad in a community of color with crack, the same amount of the drug, it's a minimum 10-year sentence and a felony and
Dude, yeah.
and distribution and
yeah, and you're getting locked away in the private prison system
Yes.
where you're just gonna
so
fucking
it
rot.
was evil.
Blown the fucking roof off. What the
Dude.
fuck?
Yeah. Fucking.
But apparently the whistle hasn't been blown loud enough because, people don't know.
I mean, I feel like it's just long enough ago that people are like,
Maybe that
no
too.
way they're still doing shit like that, right? And it's like, yeah, okay, yeah,
Well,
they just stopped.
fentanyl is crazy.
I mean, fentanyl, don't look into where that comes from.
Oh God, tell me. Just a little
I don't
bit.
want to. I mean, they would probably get pulled if anyone ever blows up the pot. But, Chinese cartels make fentanyl and they flow it through distribution
Mexico.
centers in South America, right?
I thought it was Mexico.
Right, and so they use these distribution methods too, and then those drug dealers use this as a way to make their product still work really well, but be cost effective to them and their bottom line. So
Yeah, no, and like, especially, I will say, like, one of the things with fentanyl is, like, don't get me wrong, it's fucking, there's
Great.
a lot of it, and it's great, I love it, I'm fucking just zoinking out, but no, dude, like, there's a lot of it, and there's, like, an epidemic going on right now, but at the same time, like, with this, like, last political cycle, like, there's a ad against Yadira Caraveo that was like, my daughter took half a pill of fentanyl.
Yeah, that's just politics games. Yeah,
dude, 100%. But like,
yeah, it's very.
I saw that and I was talking to my mom and I was like, "What? If you're fucking such a pussy, you can only do half a pill and die? Don't be taking drugs." No, like from like in a more practical sense, it's like, dude, so goofy, and it's like the argument was like she needs to like worsen restrictions, and it's like, okay, so like you want your fucking daughter to go to jail for fucking 10 years,
right?
Because she had half
that's
a
the
pill?
alternative,
like,
yeah.
Because there's no like safe haven laws, like at least like there's like. At least, like, with, like, underage drinking and stuff, like...
Yeah, you'd have to have some other way to write the legislature the right way. And Lord knows they don't have any incentive to do that,
dude,
right?
100%. And that's, like, why, like, things like even, like, needle disposal and, like, distribution programs are, like, important because it's like, look, they're going to be doing this drug either way, whether you have a prohibition on it or not. So, like, wouldn't it be better to have, like... people do it more safely.
And then you get to the core of it, like, and then it's like, okay, well, that now I want to make a cultural argument that we have to take it back. Those people have to be removed from society, and we have to culturally go back to the children, and we have to teach children that they can't let their lives devolve to this case that they use these drugs.
100%,
and then that's authoritarian control of people's free will, and I don't like that either.
Well, and I think like that, that's the prevailing argument is like, it's like, everyone knows like, oh, you look at like the fucking crackhead on the street, and you're like, that's not what I want to be. Like that. I think that's there, but like, it doesn't change the fact that there are settings and circumstances that lead people down that path.
And those,
nonetheless.
Yes, and those steps, I think we are very oversighted to not talk about in, all forms of our culture. We just look at the guy on the side of the street and say, we don't want to be that.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it dehumanizes and doesn't help them from that path.
Well, and like even like a huge thing, like with like my ex-girlfriend, like we lived in Highlands Ranch, like with her family, like, like upper middle class white family. And they were just like they would go so hard, like fuck homeless people. Like, I think like we just need to round them up, like fucking full like Soylent stuff. And I'm like, dude,
I didn't say all that.
But think about like if you get to the point where you're homeless, like what do you even need to get a job, right? Like where it's like,
see, but I'm a humanist, Patrick. If I'm homeless, put me down, please.
100% agreed.
So it's like,
But like even so, like, okay, like fucking, like, what do you need to get a job? You need to have like your driver's license. You need to have your social security number. Like,
the economies of scale of being a person continue to be raised.
Like totally how do you like have access to these documents? Where do you apply for jobs? You don't go into a fucking place and be like, howdy, mister, like I want to work at your cafe. Like, no, you have to go online and submit an application.
Fun tip. Don't do things the way people say you need to do them. Walk into the place. Go meet the sidestep these modern for homeless people this doesn't apply.
I mean, even also like 9 times out of 10, like anytime anyone's been like, oh, like, is your job hiring? I don't know.
Oh yeah, facts.
Like, fucking go look online. Oh
yeah,
like,
facts.
Even when I was like a manager at like a restaurant, I was like, I don't know. Like, go fucking look. Like yeah, could I use somebody? Like, I guess so, but like, you gotta see what they have online. Like. Okay. There's a lot of barriers to entry.
So many barriers. And I think that's a good way. They keep making more and more barriers so that, it's on a corporate level, on a macro level, right? More barriers to industry, more barriers to regulation. Bad for the consumer, I think. I think these barriers to being a person are bad for people's advancement, too. Like, we should tear down, to some extent, the path forward to advancing in this country back towards the ideals of, what I think made the diversity of thought and ideals advance through time to make the good thing, the soft culture that we have the privilege of living in now.
Yeah.
Because it's not us getting in our own echo chambers. It's the challenging of ideas that is good.
I would say that is still like a rose-tinted view of the past, though. Like, I think like, it's always been echo chambery. It's just like the means by which we find those echo chambers is different.
Agreed.
Like I think the exchange of ideas now is like a little more limited, and like especially like on college campuses, like in academia, like that doesn't happen to the same extent in the same ways. But I think like it wasn't that much better before. I think like idealistic view of the past to like.
Right.
Think of
I
it
agree.
that
That's
way.
fair. That's completely fair. But I think the applying the fundamentals of what allowed for the advancement through the mistakes of the past would help us figure out the mistakes we're living with right now.
Yeah, and I think like, those mistakes are getting recognized and addressed in their own ways. Like it's just not going to be the same, and like we're not going to have the same problems now that we have now in like 30 years. Like
God willing.
But like in some ways we will. But like it's like.
Yeah, it is. It's fascinating. Well,
Yeah.
hopefully we can keep having fun podcasts. Fucking, this is great.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Get you boys out of here. Where can the people find you before we leave?
You can find me at gs.was.here on any socials. Please subscribe to my YouTube. Fuck, for the love of God. That would be fantastic.
Please fucking subscribe.
You know what, Patrick? All right, I have something, okay? All right. All you have is potential diabetes. Fuck you, man. All right, I'm kidding. I love Patrick. I'm glad he was here.
Oh, dude, yeah. No, insulin's getting too expensive.
Where can the people find you other than at the insulin store?
Yeah, Patrick Trujillo Comedy on Instagram is where I do most of my posting.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Go see these men.
I feel like you guys could
Book
say
them.
something fucked up about insulin. Is insulin fucked up? I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Dude, we got a whole other episode about insulin.
I knew it as soon
We come
as
in
he
with
said-
Eli Lilly papers.
Sean almost rolled his eyes when he said, "Yeah,
Yeah,
dude, are you fucking kidding?"
Insulin specifically is like the poster child for big pharma.
Again, really, rich, great, soft, awesome nation we have here. Shouts out to the CIA for making it happen
Shout out.
overseas, I guess.
Like I said,
Because Grayson, that's how we get here.
Why couldn't insulin be like penicillin? They just sold fucking penicillin like crazy.
because they have to have so they make artificial pancreases
Where's there?
that make insulin, so it's just more expensive.
I wish it wasn't.
Like and subscribe. Thanks for listening and watching. We love you. Fuck
Bye,
off
Mom.
and be well.